3, 2, 1. And let's see if we're live.
Are we live? I think we're live.
Wow, we are. Okay, I turned on ultra low latency, by the way, so as long as I'm able to actually keep up with your chats, which I likely won't be able to do because there was 9,000 people on the last one, I will be able to read what it is you all say. So, the first thing today, this is not actually the first time that I've been screwed. I've been doing business in New York for 12 years at this point, and I have been screwed for similar amounts of money. So I've learned from my last experience that rather than spend too much time grieving, you got owned, move on, make a joke of it. So thank you very much to... Thank you very much to...
Oh, I forgot my cue. Okay, thank you very much to Carlson, who came up with the brilliant idea.
Oh, you are such a noob. For coming up with this mug here. Don't interrupt me, Eugene. Available in the description down below. Tell me I'm not an influencer. All right. All right, so let's read through here. So there's a few things that I need to say. The first is that Gotham City Builders and Gotham City Solutions are two different companies. Please do not punish Gotham City Builders for having an internet presence better than Gotham City Solutions. They're different companies. I remember when there was a Rossmann group with one N. They were a PR firm, I believe, in Michigan. And when they would do a bad job, I would get a 1-star review about my terrible PR capabilities and how I speak to people. And it's like, I would think it's my review because I suck at speaking to people. But then I realized, wait, I fix MacBooks. I'm not a PR firm. So just since I've been on the other end of that, I think it's important to start out with that. Big fan of your work. You taught me to fix my friends' computers and to fix my own. Thank you so much and best wishes to you. Are you ready to be drafted? You know what? I don't think I'm going to be drafted. Let's turn that on so I could hear. I don't think I'm going to be drafted. But I'm not ready for it. Let's see. So my thoughts... Sorry, it didn't work out. Is what it is. So, oh my God, so many comments. I can't keep up with this. Big fan of your work. Okay, I think I read that one. All right, I can't keep up with the amount of comments, unfortunately, so I'm sorry if I don't read your message. There are a lot of them here. So the first comes with the idea of as to why it was I would rip out this floor versus live with it or try to fix it. So there's something called the sunken cost fallacy, and the sunken cost fallacy is where you spent money on something, so you refuse to let go. Can I fix it? Is there anything I can do? Like I started offering a service I shouldn't have offered. Should I cut the budget on it? Should I spend more money on AdWords toward that service since I already bought the parts? That's not a question. And that's where people screw themselves. And I've been there before, and I've made the mistakes. Now, literally thousands of you have pointed out how bad every single corner of this job is. And there are elements that are closed up that, indeed, the self-leveling concrete. And there are elements that I did not show you on camera because I could not see them until they were pointed out to me that were absolutely awful. And there's stuff that I think even an experienced person is going to miss. So I don't trust that work to be there as is. So what I would like to do, because my goal is to get up and running as quickly as possible and to waste the least amount of money possible going forward, because I have this idea of the perfect floor, the perfect store, is since I know that it was put together poorly, what I should do is remove it. Have you considered a computer room raised floor? I've honestly never heard of what that is, Scott. I've never heard of it. Is ripping up the garbage that's there, that's not done properly, and then just ripping up the tile, because there was tile under it that they didn't bother removing because that would actually be work. And after that, I would like to just put good tile over it, a couple of electrical outlets, some paint, move. And that's that. You know, there's this one thing that people do. It's where they escalate something that doesn't have to be escalated, like typing really loudly when I put the microphone in omnidirectional. Sorry, brain stopped functioning. Yes, this is not the time for this Copass. But what was I saying? So what was I saying? Yes. So about this. I found some New York Supreme Court cases regarding Eugene on the site. apps, which tracks criminal appearances. If you search his name or company combinations in the two on other search engines, you could find more info than what Google makes available.
Email?
Lewis at rossmangroup.com. Please email it,
Thank
as long
you.
as you won't pull a r/nice guys and be mad if I don't read it. But I would thank you very much for being open to sending it. Thanks for everything you've done. Sorry you got screwed again, and you'll always come out on top in the end. Thank you very much to Corbo, not to be confused with Torbo. I was just about to read that as Torbo. So for example, let's say that you're... Okay, so I left recently to testify at this right to repair hearing, right? And I had issues finding my ID before I went. It's better just let go of what you lost than losing more trying to get the most out of it. Indeed, it's just a lesson I've learned again and again, like keeping the microphone in cardioid when Erica wants to type at 90 words a minute.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, you're like, I want the mic to be in so I can
do.
speak, and you're like...
I'm trying to type the chat. That's all.
Oh, man. All right.
I just want to go ahead and type the chat.
So what it comes down to is, let's say I had to leave, right? And I just do me a favor. Can you just copy and paste the questions so I can say a sentence, because it's impossible when something shows up every sentence. I love you, man. Hope you get the story done soon. Thank you very much to look down. So if I'm leaving and I forgot my ID, right? I go, oh my God, I forgot my ID. Oh my God, I gotta go. Oh my God, I have to testify. Oh my God, what if the lobby say something stupid? Oh my God, people expect me to record. What am I gonna do? And you just keep looking. Okay, what am I gonna do? I need to find my ID. 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 What I should do is something like this. If I find my ID, I will testify at the right to repair hearing and I will record it. If I do not find my ID, I will not testify. I will miss it, and that's that. What it does is you don't put yourself in the situation where there's only one thing that can happen. Because if it's, oh my God, I must find ID. I must find ID. I must find ID. What you do, I wouldn't have been able to, because I can barely hang a painting. But thank you, I appreciate it.
You can barely hang a mirror straight too.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Keep making fun of me. But thank you, and hello to Albania. So what exactly? So what? I must silence this.
It's BlackBerry right next to me.
This must go silent.
Yes,
Eric, I need you
did
to
have
just
to-
do me a favor. Keep track of the stuff that comes up so I can answer them, because there's too many for me to actually get a sentence in.
She's nuzzling my MacBook. Do you see this? This is a MacBook lover right here.
So, could you hire a contractor from out of state, or do they require some stupid permit? Permit and licensing, yes. That's what it seems like. Industrial carpet may mitigate floor... No. You don't put a carpet over a garbage subfloor. So if somebody built a garbage subfloor and you're putting stuff and heavy equipment on top of it and you're walking on it and you're doing stuff on it and it's your business, you don't put carpet under it. I don't take an 820-2915 graphics machine with a bad GPU and put a carpet on it, you know? So the thing is, what happens is, if I wind up going, oh my God, I have to have my ID, If I don't have my ID, I can't test it. Oh my God, what am I going to do? You're never actually going to find your ID. Thank you, Glenn. You're never going to find your ID, and you will lose your mind because you're so anxious. You need to leave that state of anxiety so that you could think straight. And once you think straight, you'll actually remember where you left your ID and be able to get in the plane. But if you go, oh my God, I need to find, people are expecting this, I need it. And that's the same thing with the store. If I go, oh my God, I paid for this floor, I need this floor to be perfect, I want it to be level, it was supposed to be level, they screwed me over, what am I going to do? I'm going to wind up making so many bad decisions. I'm going to find more bad contractors. I'm going to make more bad decisions, and I'm going to wind up bankrupting myself, and Eli will win his bet. And that's not something that you do. This has happened to me before, where I had Lewis. So what is exactly the game? I'm doing that douche. Okay, that's the thing I mentioned in one of the videos. Keeping track of these, copying and pasting into a little notepad, is that I can't. So in order to sue him, I need to have damages. In order to have damages, I need another contractor to make a bid for the work that I pay that is larger than what I paid. So for example, let's say I paid $30,000 out of a $50,000 contract. I paid $30,000, right? So now if somebody else says it's going to be $60,000 to finish it, I now have $10,000 in damages, because the difference between what I would have paid and the difference between the new contractor's quote is $10,000, and that can come out of the $30,000 that I paid. So I would need to pay somebody else more than I would have paid to do this job in order to get back the money. So this is the way it works, at least according to the attorney that I had spoke with today. If I gave $30,000 out of a $50,000 contract, I need to hire someone else and pay them $60,000 in order to even go to court to claim that I have $10,000 in damages. That doesn't say I'm actually going to win. That just says I at least can go to court with it. And then after that, I would still have to be able to get a judgment from the guy and actually collect on it, which that's not happening if you look up this particular contractor. Why are you so against self-leveling concrete? I'm not against self-leveling concrete. I have nothing against self-leveling concrete. Unfortunately, physics dictates that if I put self-leveling concrete in the store, my floor will be totally level once I'm in the basement, which is a big problem for me. Here's $20 because I'd rather give it to you than the BS run to increase my land just dropped on me. Good luck moving forward. From a loyal Canadian. Thank you very much, Cameron Stevens. Thank you to Ken in Wisconsin. Someone says this is literally 1,000 the rate of fresh desk ticket. I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Well, it works out if you have the right attitude. 41 messages a minute, by the way. Holy crap! For the person who said that I'm not answering all the messages, 41 a minute. That's less than 1.5 seconds per message. That's like 1.3 seconds per message. Don't sue for damage, sue for fraud. He used false pretense to get the contract. Check his website. He has lies on the front page. He uses someone else's work and claims it's his. That's really slim. And again, you're paying $4.75 an hour for an attorney. Even if you win, you need to collect a judgment. And I'm going to be far behind a lot of other people. If somebody did some really nice investigative work for me and found out that it appears that this individual has filed for bankruptcy, failed with it, and then an address that I believe, but am not, I just want to make sure I'm not in a legal gray area here with regards to opening myself to liability, that it appears the address that is associated with him burned down the week that he had this issue with not being able to declare bankruptcy. So when the court rejected the bankruptcy, a house associated with that contractor burned down. Like the same week. It's just really one of those interesting coincidences. So there are several people that are in way deeper than I am to this individual. That like, if I gave him money, the only way I'm getting it back is if he chooses to give it to me, because there is actually a line of people if I were to take it to court. Maybe self-leveling epoxy for the floor. Maybe.
Yeah, but we should really look into that.
Your decal is kicking the Apple decal. Send Batman after him. Okay, what have I missed? Have I missed anything?
Here's some of the stuff that you missed.
Pour self-leveling concrete over the contractor. It's very tempting.
Very tempting. Another.
Sorry on the hard luck. Here's to things getting better. Thank you, Spitzler. Yeah, but the main thing is to make sure that you don't get stuck. Is that you don't believe that you're. Is that you don't believe that you need to save what you did if it's not done properly. And if I saw the work that was done, I don't trust any of it. I believe that someone else chasing that work is going to be just like me trying to chase PM Sleep S4L on a board that somebody else ultrasonics. Thank you, Ken. If somebody ultrasonics a board in gasoline for an hour and then reflows the CPU and then gives it to me, like I'm going to look at this like, what the hell are you doing? And even if I spend an hour on it, I may fix 9 issues, but there's going to be a 10th one that I missed that I wouldn't have missed otherwise. And I don't know a lot about contracting, but I know better than to give that to somebody else. Mm-hmm. So I would say, since the floor in my office is only for a small area, and that's actually where the person who gave a shit about their job is doing it, I was just going to have someone just get something to lay down there, some pre-laminated material. And for the rest, thank you, Cameron. I think I read that one. Thank you. I think the best thing to do from there would be to just, the rest of it, just rip up the stuff that I believe to be crap and do what is necessary to move in. When you're in business, and think of it like you're in a car and you want to go this way, but someone's going the wrong way down the road. Like you can't. You need to be able to swerve quickly. And these are the types of things that can sink you if you make continuous mistakes. So I recognize that I made a terrible, terrible mistake. I trusted a referral that I shouldn't have. I answered that question already. Physics, gravity.
One person was asking, why don't you hire the good employee that was working for him? Now, the concern with that is that he can't do the job by himself, right? So he has to assemble a team. We're placing ourselves in a situation where if we hire him and he has a member of his team say, hey, we want more money, it's going to make the project completely go at a standstill.
The other problem is there is a bit of a trust problem here. So the thing is, the employees, lightwood laminate. Thank you, Moman. The problem here is I like what he did, I really did, but there's a trust problem. And that trust problem is that you said that several customers have fired this guy and then hired you to go and finish the job. So you know that the person is a scammer, You know they're bad, but you keep working with them, and you keep working, and like you don't tell the clients. That's troublesome to me. Go ahead.
And also, he is directly profiting off of the leftovers, right? When Eugene doesn't do a good job, he says, hey, here is my contact information, or, I'm the one who fixes all these problems. Do we really want to put ourselves in that situation?
And soldering gingerly off. Thank you, Marty McGill, for your gingerly. Yeah, that's the thing. So, for example, let's say I'm at work. Okay, let's say data recovery, right? So let's say I say free estimate for data recovery, and somebody shows up, and I say it can be 100, 200, or 300, and it winds up being 300, and they go, oh, I can't afford that. So I delete the data before I give it back to them right after I get off the phone. I copy it to my own drive. I give it back to them, and they go, oh my God, I've brought it to all these other facilities, and they said it's going to be 10,000, and they may not even be able to get it. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And my employee actually shows up. That's very tempting, by the way. And my employee looks and knows that I deleted their data on purpose so that they'd have to come back here. And then after I did that, decides that they're going to still work here. Now, I like to believe that Steve, Hannah, Paul, everybody who works here, if they knew I was doing that, they wouldn't wait around. They would tell the customer immediately. They wouldn't even be working here. They would run away someplace else as soon as they can. And I genuinely feel bad for people who are in positions where they believe that there's no better option than working for a scumbag. I do. I've been at hard parts in my life. Not on that wood carpet instead of old tiles.
Also, the other thing that concerns me is that if he knew that he was going to shaft you, right, based on history, because Lewis has been so good to him and his coworker, why didn't he go ahead and say, hey, I just want to tell you that this guy most likely will shaft you, and here's my contact information. If you want to work with me instead, you really should cut your losses.
Yeah, like I gave that guy,
right?
I gave that guy a $200 bonus, and then the last day, since I believed that Eugene was going to stiff him, I gave him $250. The thing
I question the timing.
That's going to be difficult. Electrical, all that other stuff. That's going to be difficult to put behind the gate, hide it, have electrical going there when the contractor can turn it off. But the issue there is, what are your plans now? Discussing. Thank you. The thing is, if I hire that person, there's a trust issue because he didn't tell me. I've been there. I've been there where I've thought, should I work for the scumbag if I know he's screwing somebody? And I can't do it. I couldn't do it when I was looking at, wow, the only thing I can afford to eat when I go into the groceries. Let me buy like 2 or 3 apples and go home and eat that because there's nothing else that I can buy. I don't have money for real food. I'm not going to work for somebody that I know is fucking people. And if you have the capacity to do that, that fucks me up. Now, you did realize that I was getting fucked. What's that weird paperweight your girlfriend is holding? It's a piece of shit MacBook.
What?
It's an 820-3209 board with corroded and MVTT-enabled traces that I purposely didn't conformal code the jumpers on, hoping that it would die soon. It's going to beep any moment now. But anyway, the issue is that I can't trust you. And I've been there where I've been broke, but I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to like say, hey, you inform me of something you didn't have to inform me of. Screw you. He put in some effort to save me time. I gave him a $200 tip, and then I gave him a $250 bonus the day I figured that Eugene was going to fuck him. But that's that. Like, I think I've done my job in terms of
more than enough.
I think I've done what is right in terms of somebody. Yeah, lawsuits are expensive, and most of and in this case, they don't work. I think I've done something that is like I've done right by him. I can walk away from that situation and not feel a guilty conscience because he was the only one there that wasn't trying to fuck me, that tried to put in a good day's work. But his boss wasn't allowing him to. His boss fundamentally was not allowing him to. Mm-hmm. If he actually tried to put in good work, his boss would tell him, no, what are you doing? We have to move forward, not backwards. And that's one thing that's interesting on that. Have you thought about blocking off the entrance to the basement with cinder block and plastic while you do self-leveling concrete? I have not thought about self-leveling concrete due to physics and it collapsing the entire floor. That's why we had several people that showed up that wanted to do self-leveling concrete. They all wound up saying the same thing or ghosting me after realizing it wouldn't work, or said they would do it but then realized they couldn't.
I just think it's absolutely disgusting because I met the guy and he knows that this is a small repair shop. We really want to be open quickly. We have a lot of people who are wishing us well. And this guy goes ahead and just blatantly shafts.
Yeah.
That's a sickening thing.
Yeah, but
about
I
it.
can't hire the employee because I'm never going to trust them.
Yeah.
How do I know that, like, you were willing to work for somebody that is a scammer? You were willing to wait until this far in to alert me to the fact that that person was a scammer. Sorry. And I mean, let's say something goes wrong. Like, even with this dude, I'm not saying that I feel comfortable with the fact that he has a company, because Gotham City Solutions, not builders, stop searching for builders, different company. Gotham City Solutions is barely a company. But who do I go after if this person screws me?
Yeah, I think what happened with the contractor, and this is just my speculation, he probably did pretty good work in the past, but people change. So he's writing off his past work, and people are saying, yeah, he did work for me, maybe 5-10 years ago, and he's able to get all these clients in, and after he gets them, he just shops them. It's much easier to just
Vinyl
collect the
leveler
money.
is easier than epoxy concrete, probably requires more labor than poured levels. You ripping out the work seems wasteful to me. Yes, it is wasteful. I did not want to waste. I really didn't. I wanted to pay somebody what they asked to do a job, which is why I got a referral from somebody that I trust. I didn't lowball them. I looked at the work they did, and I said, please do a good job. And I tipped his employees, and I was nice to him, and I reached out to him, and I said, if you do a good job, I would like to film this. I'd like to include you in the process. I'd like you to get more business because of it. And unfortunately, I got fucked. Do you think I want to rip all this up? No, but I can't trust it.
And the guy even had the audacity to say that when we're done, you can go ahead and show your viewers the work. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he said you can show your viewers. No, he said a couple of times, and I
Like,
don't
the
know if
work
it's made
will
it to
speak
camera.
for itself.
I feel so bad about this entire event. He'll take
Sickening.
my $10. Also, Anel is still cute. Okay, then. How do you is it possible to hire the employee to try to fix? I believe I answered that one. There's a delay on this. How do you manage general budgeting, accounting?
There is a
expenses?
chance that the employee could be like a vulture, right? Just picking up the crumbs and then profiting from that.
How do you manage general budget? You try to make more money than you spend, pretty much. What about trying to add more support from underneath and having the floor jacked up from the base? Dude, you get, again, what you're doing here, now I'm going down another rabbit hole to hell. Eli the computer guy is a great video on the rabbit hole to hell. Like, okay, so now we're going to rip this out and try to get some self-leveling shit and try to re-support the basement so it can support. So I'm going to be doing like architectural kind of work on the basement to get it to, so that it will be able to support heavier weights, that I could do this. So I'm going to hire an architect. I already almost paid $7,000 for an architect that didn't even show up. Like, no, I can't do it. Done with it. Mm-hmm. Shut up and take my self-leveling concrete for $10. I'm like, that's not happening. I'm not going to hire. Now, instead of hiring 2 contractors, I need to hire an architect to figure out if that's possible and the way to do it. Mm-hmm. And then hire a contractor to do that before I hire a contractor to do the leveling.
So some
That's
people,
insane.
so some people have this misconception that we went ahead and got the guy fired because of a squeaky floor. That wasn't just it. There were other issues, timeline issues, right? The guy didn't even buy the wood flooring that he said that he was going to buy.
Yeah, that's the thing. When people say
pocketed the money.
it wasn't time for him to install that yet, it wasn't time. Well, it's not. It's January 7th. You were supposed to be done with this at the end of the month last month, and frankly, there's no reason that this floor should take you a month. Now he said, oh well, there was other stuff that you wanted to do like painting. Okay, paint after you do the floor. Paint after you do the floor. And he's like, oh, well, you wanted me to, like, rip this up because it creaked. Okay, that's not my problem. I didn't ask you to build it improperly.
Also, you look at the amount of staff that he had. The amount of staff that he had, I question it because, for instance, we saw the cigarette buds in the beginning, right? We saw the Pepsi in the beginning. I think what happened is that he had multiple small teams working, probably just 1 or 3 people.
Stop saying architect, you have to hire an engineer. Same shit. Okay, so now I'm paying one person that's going to want a fuck ton of money and going to take quite a bit of time to figure something out before I pay another person a fuck ton of money. It's the same idea. You're picking apart at little pieces rather than the point. Eugene didn't do any electrical work, did he? We're going to be looking and seeing about that. It doesn't matter if he's an engineer or an architect or a chemical scientist. I have to hire a specialized individual to figure out if it's possible before I hire another specialized individual to do it, before I hire somebody else to do the floor. No. Just no. No. I'm not. I realize the path I'm going on. It's a bad path. You need to be able to be agile, move. Don't keep getting punched.
Yeah.
Don't do this to yourself. So this is what happened. I had a bunch of contractors show up. They didn't bid. I had contractors show up and bid. They never showed up after they gave their bid and I approved it. I hired a designer and an architect in order to have full plans drawn out. They drew plans with a wall through an electrical panel. They ignored my emails. They didn't respond to me. They gave me wrong information about the CO. I hired this person. They wasted a month. They were like, no. I realized that the path of hiring contractors, hiring designers, hiring whoever the hell is a nightmare. So I'm going to pivot. I'm not going to figure out how else can I find some other thing. I don't want to go down the same road and hope that cars are going to stop coming at me. I'd rather just go to the side for a moment and rip this up. Tiling is basic shit. I don't need to hire some genius contractor to do that. No half things, rip it all out. Yes, DeRossi. I'm not going to hire somebody to
fix something that someone obviously cut so much corners on. We have questions about the structural integrity of it because it doesn't have enough. People were saying how it needed metal support. There is none. It kind of just looks like a pallet. Maybe it's just me. It looks like a pallet.
It looks like a pallet.
Right. When I was walking on it, and I walked on December 27th, I noticed it was creaking already.
Erica, cute outfit, someone said.
Oh, thank you. I noticed it was creaking, right? And if it's just me walking on the floor and it's creaking, imagine how it'll be with 13 people.
Please don't give up. We believe in you. Oh, I'm not giving up. I'm still going to do business.
No,
I still plan on moving.
Pivoting.
It's pivoting. It's not giving up. I'm still going to do business. I'm still going to show up at Right to Repair hearings. I still plan on doing data recovery videos, although admittedly they're going to be getting pushed back considerably. I still plan on doing more MacBook board repair videos. I still plan on discussing anytime Apple does some kind of sneaky, underhanded shit, like making the ISL 9240 almost identical to an ISL 9239, but not backwards compatible, and also not available due to an exclusivity agreement. That none of this is ending. None of this is changing.
Yeah.
I'm simply going to give up on this specific method of getting something done. We're not giving up on business. We're giving up on one of the methods of getting it done.
This path obviously
Planted
is
floor
closed
impacts
off.
productivity, creaking not so. Creaking is aggravating, and also when that subfloor winds up failing in some terrible way 1 or 2 years from now because it's put together like shit, that is going to that's going to be terrible. There's less liability in removing that shit and just putting down tile. Removing that shit, removing the tiles there, and putting down tile is something so basic I think even Paul and I could do it. I saw your comment about lightwood laminate. Thank you. But just removing that crap and putting down tile is something Paul and I could do. And an electrician to do outlets, like finding one electrician that actually knows their shit, not a general contractor, just finding that's going to be simpler than finding somebody to do all this other stuff. So it's about a pivot, you know.
Yeah, we're going to look into the epoxy. We're going to look into the lightwood laminate. I did hear about that computer raised floor. And I also am going to look into
Income
that.
Tax Shattering the Myth by Dave Champion. Can you write that down? Because I'm going to forget.
Income. Yeah, sure. Too many tabs.
Buildings are made out of wood. You people are clueless that structure was perfectly fine. It wasn't. And buildings are made out of wood, but I mean, that's like saying that MacBooks and ThinkPads are both made out of resistors and Intel processors. Yes, they are, but there's a reason that a ThinkPad can be tossed off a ladder and then dunked in water and still work, whereas Erica's MacBook stops working if she sneezes on it. It does.
Also, we had people look at it in person, and the consensus was that it needs to be ripped off.
Yeah, don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing. And that's the other thing. When I ask somebody, like, can this be saved? They go, well, yeah, like, I think I can do this. I know when I see that. I know when I see that face. I'm not a contractor. I'm not I've been in business 12. Like, that's the. Oh, hey man. So we had this recording engineer, and he didn't get us the sound we want. Can you fix this in the mix? I read someone on GearSlot say they can do that. Like, when you see that face, no. Even if someone says yes, that tells you all you need to know. Whatever price they give you, it's going to be 4 times as much. Whatever time frame they tell you, it's going to be 4 times as much. Here's a few bucks. Use it for
we are going to look into the data center race floor.
IDC. Thank you, Gato.
Yeah, so we're actually planning to have like a scrolling screen for everyone who donated on the GoFundMe or the Patreon. So we get your users' names and then we put it on a screen, and that way everyone can see, for a very, very long time, all the names of the people who supported us.
Fuck the bag. Bag? Huh? I don't. Lewis, cute outfit. Thank you, I suppose. This is a 10-year-old shirt. Random Man funded $2. Thank you, Random Man. Red Bull says, great attitude towards all this. Wishing you the best moving forward. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sonny said it was shit. I believe Sonny. Dude, Sonny didn't say it was shit. Not just him. The people that did the work, that were there, that saw how it was done, that the contractor's own employees sawed that up, showed me pictures, and was aggravated for like 5 minutes. The same way he had the same look on his face that I have when I deal with a long screwed motherboard.
And look at the door frame. The door frame speaks for itself. Okay, you can't even get a door frame right.
I tried
and
to donate
he
earlier,
said it
but the
cost
stream died.
$500.
I'm sorry, Adam Baldwin. Yeah, like, it's not even about believing Sonny. If anybody has an incentive, get rid of that floor. It's a money pit. I see everything in your life on an upward trajectory. This is the bump in the runway. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you, Chris.
It is a money pit.
It's a money pit.
We gotta rip it out.
I can recognize a rabbit hole to hell from 10 miles away.
We'll figure a way to salvage the wood somehow.
You better call the BBB on his ass. The Better Business Bureau is other. I call it Yelp for boomers, because every time somebody's threatened to give me a bad review on the BBB, it's like the only bad review I think I had on it was from somebody in their 80s who sent me a phone that was completely liquid damaged and destroyed and wanted me to replace a battery on it and didn't understand why replacing the battery wouldn't work. The Better Business Bureau has no teeth. Now, the Department of Consumer Affairs, that's teeth. They can actually take away your license. They can stop you from doing business. I hope you fix all your issues soon. Thank you, Jamie Badillo. The Department of Consumer Affairs, they can fuck you up 6 ways to Sunday. That's who you contact. But the Better Business Bureau is like Yelp. If I get 90 bad Yelp reviews, it makes it less likely that I will get future business, but it doesn't actually stop me from doing business at all. Further, nobody actually checks the Better Business Bureau anymore that's under the age of 70. So, again, Yelp, Google reviews, if you're a Generation Xer, maybe Angie's List and all that kind of stuff, and City Search, if you're, but like BBB is just pure boomerville. Justin says Advantech subfloor adhesive may help you salvage. The people saying the structure is fine don't know anything about it. Imagine that. What I believe here is that if the people who work for the contractor will say that it sucks, like that's really all I need to hear. Who else has a more vested interest in saying it's good work than them? And they're showing me pictures. They're cutting up sections and saying, this is what I found. You're going to find this everywhere. Extra GP, I hope you find a better contractor. Thank you very much, AJ1260. And I hope that you're not named after the A1260 MacBook with the 8600 GPU problem, as well as the aluminum frame that falls apart because they put the hinges into the frame rather than into the backplate. I did a video on that. Myth busted. It's more durable because it's aluminum. If you watched it, you probably wouldn't have bought another Apple product.
What?
Great attitude towards all this. Wishing the best forward. Thank you. When you two finish making love, do you tell her as always, I hope you learned something? Next time. Could you summarize the needs you have for the floor? How will you fix or replace what he did wrong? Thanks in advance for repeating yourself. What I would like to do is in the office, I'd like to just put down some pre-laminated material and just leave that, because that subfloor actually seems to be decent because somebody else did it. The stuff after it, I think I read that one about 10 minutes ago, so thank you very much, but I'm not rereading it since
we're going to look into the data center flooring.
But
okay?
the thing here, and now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so the rest of the subflooring in the normal room, I'd like to rip it out. The wall that he did, I'd like to rip it out. The fake boxes he put on the wall so that it could look like he got started on the electrical stuff, but not actually do anything. Screw that. He literally put that for appearance's sake, and his own employees said that I had to paint that wall and I told him not to do that, but he said he needed to put that there so we can look like it's ready for the next phase so that he could collect the next check. Fuck that. Like anybody who has that type of mind, your stuff's got to go.
Yeah, because
the self-leveling epoxy floor they use in garages is chemical resistant, can be colored, easy to clean, and handle a dropped iron. Interesting.
If I could have changed the payment system, I would have said you shouldn't have given him more money until you signed off on, let's say, the floors first, right?
Yeah, the floor could be fixed if you find a skilled carpenter. Okay, not flipping a coin on that one. Yeah, just not flipping a coin on that. So, have you considered self-leveling MacBooks? I have not, but I would definitely like for Erica's MacBook to be the mat when you walk in.
What? No.
Eamon, there are no such thing as Vimeo ones. These, I believe, are all YouTube ones. Wasting energy and what happened, move in, move forward. Exactly. That's what you do. Just not... No crying over spilled milk. Just on to the next one.
Yeah.
All that work has bad feelings associated with it. Now, good to start fresh, says Lynn. Yes.
It is. It's good to
Did
start
you tell
fresh.
our viewers that he tried filing for bankruptcy and tried to burn his house down right before he got denied for BK? Allegedly, Copass. But Copass is not a representative of Rossmann Repair Group, by the way. I'm just saying that if you do digging, you may find out, thank you, Spadizzler, you may find out that there are documents regarding bankruptcy. There are documents regarding him not being approved, filing for bankruptcy. And then it appears that a property that may or may not be associated with this contractor burned down that week. It seems a little funky to me. I'm just, I'm not going to imply anything. I'm not going to say what many people may be thinking.
Well, and it is in my opinion that this guy is a shyster. Very good shyster.
Eric is not related to Rossmann Repair.
But it's in my opinion.
What about trying to add more
It's a free
support from
country.
underneath and having the floor jacked up from the base? Dude, jacked up from the basement, really? Like, no, I'm not throwing more money at this. I am not. Like, you swing and a miss, and you swing and you're out. You only get so many swings, and then you run out of swings, and then you're out of business. Nope. The structure is bad, remove it. I agree.
Oh.
Don't feel bad, I lost $180,000. Ouch. You know what the interesting thing is? This is actually closed. Shop the series to Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. The funny thing is that this is actually like the 8-year anniversary of me losing $30,000. It's the same number too. I don't know what it is with that number. It's really
8
unlucky.
is actually a very good luck number in Chinese, you know that?
What is?
8.
30.
Oh, no, not 30.
No, 30.
8.
It's 8.
You said 8 years. I was like, 8's a very good luck number, actually.
This is Mr. Clinton, by the way. He's not advertiser friendly. That's why I wasn't petting him. YouTube doesn't like him. Trump made billions fucking over small businessmen. It's the American dream. How do you... I answered that one, I believe. Spend less than you make. Yeah, one of the things that... I hate saying this, because there's so much shit the guy does that I can't approve of or agree with. But when people say he didn't pay contractors, it's just... You're telling me in New York, somebody doing business in New York may have not paid a contractor all their money. Tell me more. Tell me more. Wow. Mind blown. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure many of them have valid claims, but it's just... Like, it's not something where immediately, without seeing evidence, I just jump into
looping.
it. I feel so bad about this entire
Yeah,
event. Here, take my
it's
$10.
looping, it's
Also,
old.
Vanilla is still cute. I don't know how to fix that. Contact Susan with Jackie. I recently found your channels very informative, interesting. Keep it up. Also, sorry about your recent issue. Donate the OSB to a charitable builder.
Oh! Hey, that cat looks mighty familiar.
Is that a
Just-
Tareba kitty? Just 10?
That looks mighty familiar.
Is that a
to me.
Tareba cat?
You have one on your couch.
I do not have Tareba on my couch. Have you heard of
I
Matt
have the pillow
Rissinger?
on the couch.
He's a big-time contractor YouTuber from Texas that has collaborated with other YouTubers. He might be able to help. Well, here's the thing with that. So with 1 million subscribers, every now and then I put my email out there. I get like 600, 700 emails a day. I cannot read through even 10% of these, especially with comments. So if someone is a large YouTuber, I'm not going to contact them because I realize that the likelihood of them seeing my comment or my email is as likely as me seeing the comments that I get. And if you've emailed me, many of you may have actually gotten a response, sometimes at 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning, in spite of, because I actually go through this, but I miss a lot because, it is what it is. I don't expect someone, if they actually do have a large following, to be able to make time for me or to even understand or see that I exist. Rip all the plywood up and sell it while you fix. Yeah, there was an idea of ripping the plywood up. Ripping up the OSB and writing this is plywood. Or if other people wanted, if we want the deluxe package, ripping up the OSB and writing this is plywood glued together and gluing 2 pieces together and giving people a quantity discount. Louis should be Vice President of Real Estate and promoter for finding a great spot. Paul should be the VP of Construction and fired for bad construction. That's kind of mean, but I chose the contractor. I think Paul could have done better managing them, but at the end of the day, I hired a jackass, and that's on me. Have you thought about small claims court? Commercial claims court would be sufficient, not small claims, and that you don't need a lawyer, but it's only for up to $5,000, and here we're talking about $30,000. So Like, yeah, I could go to court to get back $5K, but the time that I spend in court to try and get back $5K, that even if I win, difficult to do, I get a judgment, I get the judgment. He has no money. I wasted that time.
Can you film it? I'm curious to know if you could film small claims court proceedings.
It would have to be commercial claims. It's the business version. Do it yourself. It isn't complicated. Yeah, I'll do small commercial claims myself. I'm curious if you could film commercial claims.
If you can film it.
Let's turn this into some Judge Judy shit. Why not? I didn't want this to turn into Law and Order. This was supposed to be Rossmann Realty. Like, I'm serious. Rossmann Realty is turning into fucking Law and Order. We started with just wanting a contractor. Then I find out that he's not buying the materials. Then I find out he's doing a substandard job. Then I find out that there's a property associated with him that just so happened to have gone on fire the same week. The same week that the guy was declined filing for bankruptcy. This is Law and Order. This is like... What did he do to your office? It looked bad. I don't know what he did to my office. It didn't look bad to me. That was the only part he did seem to do right.
He had choice wood for the flooring, as you can see. It looked like those nice, beautiful end scraps.
You can do claims yourself, just requires a baseball bat. See, that is how you go to prison. Yeah, I subscribe to Matt Risinger. He makes good content. Hey, listen, if that guy wants to help me, by all means, I would pay him for his time. I don't like this concept of, oh, you're on YouTube. Do you want to help me with a bunch of crap for free, and I'll include you in a video because I'm an influencer? Like, I feel like a fucking scumbag doing that. Your channel lately is getting the full experience of getting fucked in New York without the hassle of having to fly there for myself to experience.
It's an immersive experience.
It's VR. Immersive. I'm a vlogger.
You almost feel like you're...
Casey and I stat left. Somebody has to fill the role of telling you what the real New York City is like. Hint, it's not going to fucking juice presses and riding your skateboard around all day. This is the real New York that the business owners deal with.
Yeah, but you know what? On a serious note, that contractor fucked everything up.
It's not really wrong as commercial contracting. He genuinely did.
Because, there are people who donated, and he just spat in everyone's face.
The real thing that's disgusting there is, let's say this guy actually wasn't a fucked up part of his life. Let's say that a property related to him burned down the week that he wasn't able to get filed for bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. This is a chance to rebound, because all the people he may have screwed over in the past, I'm not saying that their problems don't matter, but what I'm saying is, as normal people, and many of them appear to be, elderly, older, they don't understand social media. So their reviews would have just been one bad thing to the Better Business Bureau that nobody reads. You're a beacon of light, Rossmann, stay strong. I don't think so, but thank you. But the thing is, if he had done a right job by this, it would have erased everything he did bad. Seriously, Alan got 22,000 subscribers in a day. He didn't even find me a space. All he did was not fuck me. He didn't even find me a space. He didn't technically complete the job that he was assigned. All he did is attempt to do the job and not fuck me. That is so rare in this world that 22,000 people are like, wow, that dude's awesome. Let me leave him a positive review. Let me reach out to him and support him in some way. Can you imagine what would have happened if he just did the fucking job properly? And this was so easy. This was so easy because everybody's going, you went for the lowest bid, you got what you deserve. No, the super wanted 17, 19K to do the floor. This guy wanted 28K. He gave a bid. I said, here's your money. Do your job. Not the whole thing. Deposit. Do your job. And that's it. I was hands off. I showed up at the end of each day just to look at how things were going. I was hands off. You could have done a perfect job. You could have bragged to everybody. This company, a few years from now, has 2 or 5 million subscribers on YouTube. They got 300 to 600 customers a day. Look at how good it is, and look at the glowing recommendation he gave me. He could have got business out the ass regularly from all the other small businesses in the area. It took no effort to get a true home run here, and he fucked it up.
Yeah.
Am I racist if I don't trust the guy from his accent like he's stereotypical New York scumbag voice? Surprised no one has been mentioned. No, because many people in New York City have that same general voice, whether they're Italian, whether they're Irish. What you're doing is you have disdain for a culture of screwing people that is associated with an accent that has been associated from a time in New York City when New York City was less known for its honesty, if that's even... I mean, who am I kidding? New York City's never been fucking known for its honesty. I don't think it's racist. You could say that it's... maybe, I don't know. Is culturalist the word? Statist?
Oh, look at that. I cannot believe the 12K. You want me to be a guy who knows to stay emotional? Yes.
I've been following the contract issue. I can't believe the 12K is not recoverable legally. Want me to be your guy who knows a guy, stare emotionless if yes. I do not advocate for violence or harassment. Habitat for Humanity could use the materials. New York City electrician here. Do you know when the final inspection is? I would love to help. please email me at lewis@rossmangroup.com. As you can see, there's 40 to 80 messages a minute. I won't be able to keep up here, but if you are actually an electrician, lewis@rossmangroup.com.
If
I'd
any
love
of
to
you
hear
guys
from you.
have businesses and you think you can sincerely help Lewis, please go ahead and email him.
Yeah. You need to remove 2x4 floor, get Weber self-leveling compound, sandpaper the next day, and install moisture and noise-proof layer.
Because if you guys are saying these things and you own businesses,
Does this work? Yes.
it's going to get buried in all these messages.
Yeah, this is... Where does... Yeah, 42 messages a minute, it's just gone. Yeah. But why does Lewis's girlfriend have an Apple product next to him?
I got her in 2012.
How often does your keyboard stop working?
I have to get my keyboard replaced. I can't tag anybody on.
How often does your keyboard stop working, honey?
Huh? It just stopped recently.
Of course it just randomly stopped. What'd you do to it recently?
Not much.
What'd you do to it?
Not much, but you
so
know.
You didn't do anything to it and it just died?
Yeah.
What's this logo on it?
Huh?
What's that? What's
Apple.
that?
What? What?
Get that.
She's my baby.
Myself.
Love my baby.
Why is the floor not level to begin with? Is that normal or common in New York?
It was already like that. I don't know why.
I'll do the work at half the price 3 times the time. It says BNC. I'm glad you told this guy to go F himself if he was driving you further into the hole. Yes. Yeah, what bothers me is that I've been in fucked up times in my life where I didn't have the reputation that I needed and I was short on money. And when I got a lifeline, I grabbed it. I did the best work I could. I did everything I could to climb up from shit. And you had this opportunity. Why did you fuck it up so badly? Why? How many of your clients lowball you? You didn't get lowballed. Yeah. How many of your clients micromanage everything you do? We didn't do that until you were clearly doing a garbage, awful job way after it was supposed to be done. Your videos taught me more than university. Sounds like something was floored in the process. Sorry it happened. Saws it happened. Huh. Saws. What's saws?
I think the learning experience from this is that if you guys ever want to go ahead and hire a contractor, do very thorough work, do a background check if you can.
Hire a PI.
Do as much work as you can, because when you're dealing with thousands of dollars and a tight schedule, you don't want mess-ups like this. You really don't.
Yeah, next time I hire a contractor, I'm hiring a private investigator before I start.
It will be a great investment. You know, the
computer
couple
room
$100
flooring is
will be
raised
completely
access
worth
flooring
it.
used in server rooms and offices to put PowerPoints on the floor. Interesting. That cat is cute. This cat is not advertiser friendly.
Yeah.
He's a Clinton. That's not Barry.
He had a strike against him.
Barry's the advertiser friendly kitty, but not face friendly kitty. He's the not advertiser friendly kitty that got a strike, but he's the face friendly kitty. He's never tried to blind me in my sleep. Drunk MacBook repair ink. The floor level won't matter if you're swaying. Chin up, amigo. Yeah.
Oh, Han Solo caught one of our streams.
You know the building, there's no point getting stressed trying to make it perfect. Rip it up and do something easy, cheap that is workable.
Yeah.
Sign and sell the wood to fans for money and lols. Yeah, I was actually, somebody suggested that I do that. Every piece of wood that I pick up, I'm going to write life lesson on one side, and on the other side, I'll write, this is plywood. And if somebody buys more than one, I'll glue it together and say, see, 2 pieces of plywood glued together. Plywood. On the bright side, at least, he didn't say if I made it any nicer you couldn't afford it. You are a self-made hero.
That would have been triggering. That would have been triggering.
Yeah, if he said that would have went poorly.
How do we know that the contractor told his worker to put up the black window anyways and laughed? Because that's what we were told by the worker.
What was the question?
How do we know that the contractor instructed the worker to put up the black window?
Well, knew it was that he knew it, or
yeah? How did we hear that he told the worker to do that?
The worker?
Yeah.
The worker?
Yeah, that was the answer.
Yeah, he said he felt sick doing it.
Yeah.
How long might this delay your opening? About a month.
What we were told was that the worker wanted to do a good job. He wanted to do things right after he found out that we were unhappy. but the contractor allegedly told him, no, we need to move forward, not backwards. So just make it look nice, just patch it up, just do a half-assed job, so that way we don't focus on it.
Good thing you got rid of this guy before he tried to raise the bathroom. Oh yeah, well, at the point that he raised the bathroom, I would have taken his shit at the end of the day, and it would have all went into the floor. He probably would have had the pipe go straight into the insulation. You're a scumbag when employees call you out. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people have said that, I'm being too picky. And I think if you go through these videos, it's not me. It's not me. I was nice to this guy up until the very end, and almost the very end. And, you just look at the work. But when the employee himself says that the work sucks, so anyway, and how much time do you expect to be in the new store? When it's done. I have no idea.
Hopefully soon.
I'd like it to be a month, realistically.
I just wish that this contractor had a sense of, shame and embarrassment.
Yeah, he has no sense of shame.
He knew that he didn't just do it to us.
He
did it to everyone who donated.
Yeah, he fucked over thousands of people.
You know?
Everyone who wants Matt Risinger to help should reach out to him to help if Lewis doesn't want to reach out to him. No, that's worse, because then it's a mass spamming thing, and there's nothing people hate more than getting mass spam.
If you think someone can help Lewis, do what you want, but we're not going to go ahead and just say, mass send messages or anything like that.
Which is the only good thing in Apple. Because she's watching the other room. Sorry. We need 2 microphones and 2 separate streams.
What? Why do we need 2 separate streams?
Because I have to read it before it goes off screen, or I'll never read it. Don't have ass things, whole ass one thing, get the floor you and your employees deserve. The moving in will be harder to make it right. That's the thing, But if I move in, I'm not bankrupt. Mm-hmm. If I try to make it right and fail, then I go bankrupt. I don't want to go bankrupt. I don't think I don't want Eli to win.
The problem with this is that with this experience with one contractor, right? And it already went behind timeline. You don't know if you sign on another contractor, will it go behind on timeline as well? So we need to be more selective with the contractors. We probably will pick someone who Lewis is very familiar with, he's worked with before.
He temporarily pinned it, to be fair. Laughing about is still a dick move, though. His employee is in for a bollocking and probably won't find. No, I don't.
This wasn't
he temporarily pinned it. That's the thing. Now, this is the reason that I gave that dude $450. He pinned that there rather than actually fully installing it. But the contractor wanted him to finish it like that. He wanted him to close it all up so it was permanent, so that I would have to pay an actual contractor rate of $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 to take that out and put something else in. That was the contractor's plan. The employee said, I don't want to fuck him that bad, so I'm going to put that in there, but I'm going to put there and then I'm going to do it like shit. The employee did a good thing. So, I gave him a tip for it, which I think is fair. You shouldn't have to tip the employees of your contractors so that they don't actively fuck you.
And it makes me wonder, if you didn't tip that employee, would he have had the wool covered over his eyes? Would it have just turned into, you need to let me
No,
finish,
he wouldn't have done that. I don't think he would have done that, because he did that before I gave him a tip. Everyone subscribe Erica's channel so you can stream. Donate the material to a homeless shelter organization. Homeless people die in Canada right now because of the cold and shelters are full. I don't know if OSB is going to half-broken pieces of OSB are going to help the homeless shelters in the city.
Because it has to be ripped up. It's going to get damaged.
I don't know if
there's sheets and sheets just lying unused.
Yeah, there's a lot of. New York City needs more homeless shelters, but even if you had the materials, they're not going to get built because of. Well, that's just a 2-hour stream in and of itself.
Yeah.
Did he have cement shoes? Invite him on a boat. Have you worked on the new 16-inch MacBook yet? No. Put this towards your self-leveling desks. LOL.
Yeah, so like I said, that contractor, although we're just speaking about the experiences with the store, truly anyone who donated, he fucked you up guys too.
Why or how has New York City adopted this culture of dick tipping each other? Well, the thing is, I don't want to get fucked. And while I don't like that it's a thing, well, here's 2 reasons. A, I don't want to be fucked. But B, if somebody does right by me when they didn't have to, when nobody was looking, that's what matters to me. Did you do right by me when you didn't have to and nobody was looking in a manner that would have saved me? And here, the answer is yes. Same thing with Alan. What I liked about Alan wasn't just that he wasn't a dishonest douchebag. He was honest when he probably could have got away with being a little dishonest. That's the stuff that matters. I want to encourage it. I want to see more of it in the world. And I want people who do the right thing to be rewarded. I'm not really that awesome. If I was awesome, I would have hired the right person to begin with. No, don't use the A word on me. The only A word I deserve is asshole. I'm surprised as Joyful is licensed to do this type of work, say strong man. He may not be. We'll see. I'm a contractor. You don't need to tear that thing out. I'm in Rhode Island, and unfortunately there's a lot of hacks out there. Yep. Luckily, you didn't get the old place that need $150,000 renovations.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that would have been
Bless your heart thinking DCA pulling up his license will stop him from doing business. Plenty of unlicensed shady contractors.
Yeah, it's not going to do
there's
anything.
lots of...
He can just close up and make a new business name, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, they're going to find you this time. Did you fix Erica's MacBook? Not anymore. I want to be your contractor with a 2x4 with a New Yorker. No violence. Violence does not solve things.
Yeah.
At least have him take you to dinner before he fucks you. Yes. Cost 1 to 6,000 deposit on hardwood 3-day job. You need to remove 2x4 floor. Get Weber self-level. Wait, I read that one already.
Yeah.
You're copying and pasting that over and over. This guy after me too is looking forward to dinner at Blossom in 3 years. You down with OSB? I remember making a bet about dinner at Blossom. Did I? I gotta find this.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't understand.
This is vaguely remembers.
I have I've read some comments where some people said, oh, you're being too harsh on the contract. But when you look at the timeline, this guy had, what, a month, right?
Yeah.
And all he did was basically build a pallet
Thank
floor.
you, Rich. Yeah, that's what we're paying for a service.
And
Expect
a
to deliver what you
crappy
pay
door
for anyone
frame.
who tells you otherwise is lying to you. Yeah, that's the thing. I think... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I did make a bet with him. Mind me in 3 years, all that tile is going to pop up where the OSB is. The National Tile Association says OSB is definitely a no for subfloor tile. Remind me in 3 years, let's see. If it comes up, I will get you dinner at Blossom on 9th Avenue. If it does not come up, you'll have to pose next to Oreo. Fuck. If you tile it, I will say I told you so in 3 years. Vinyl is your only choice now. Fuck. I owe this guy dinner at Blossom. God damn it. Okay, Justin, listen, we made a bet. I'll hold up to my end of it. Get whatever you want at Blossom when you come to New York City. It's my favorite restaurant. You can have anything you want. And the alcohol menu as well.
Oh.
Enjoy. Hey, a deal's a deal. I made a bet. Great attitude towards us all, Lewis. Wishing you the best going forward. Says Red Bull Royalty for $4.99. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, the thing that a lot, like when people say that, here's a couple of things about this. A couple of things. The first is when they say, you shouldn't be allowed to badmouth someone or what I did for over a month was I didn't badmouth them. I just put a camera up for their work. So I said, here's what the space looks like today. Here's what it looks like tomorrow. Here's what it looked like the day after tomorrow. Here's what it looked like the day after tomorrow. And then when there were questions, when they started swapping out materials and do kind of shady stuff, I'm glad you're showing all this bull. What's next? Thank you, Andrew.
Did you ask the contractor for your money back? After you fired him?
What?
Did you ask the contractor for your money back? After you fired him?
He left. And then Steve asked him about it tonight, and he said he'll discuss with his business partner and get back to us 10:30 tomorrow. So he said about the last part of the contract, he will discuss with his business partner. And I don't know what would sway his mind at this point.
He has no reason to go ahead and give that money back.
He really doesn't. Like, there's no consequence for him.
Right? He can just block Steve's call.
Like, what is he worrying about? A bad Yelp review? It has no Yelp. There's no Yelp for that business. There's no Google for that business.
I bet you he thinks like there's no repercussions to it. He doesn't
Completely
care
unrelated.
about
What do you think of
his
Samsung and the whole
reputation at
Chinese
all.
360 company spying on all of us with Samsung devices? I haven't read up on that, so I honestly have no idea. But if it's true, I'd stop using Samsung. Email me at lewis@rossmangroup.com. Details about the story so I can read about it. Maybe be more informed in the future. Sorry, I don't know much about it now. But yeah, the thing is, like, what I did was I put up a camera and I showed the work every day, and I let you see. And then when people go, hey, why is he switching out materials? Hey, why is he doing it like this? It's going to creak. And then it actually creaks. Then I asked him, hey, why are you changing materials? And then he said, well, this is why, or this is why it doesn't matter. All I've done for the most part for a month is I've just shined a light on what he's doing. I'm not, for the beginning part, I wasn't even giving opinions. But when people say you're not allowed to no, I actually bought the rights though. I bought the license to do that. I bought the rights to that story. You know how I bought the rights to that story? I paid him $30,000. If you pay somebody $30,000 to do work and they do shit, you absolutely bought the rights to the story to discuss how badly the work that they did was. Especially if you're showing it. I'm not giving anecdotal evidence. You can look and see videos of each day and see what the progress was.
And honestly, everything that he said, that's his opinion, right? You guys can make your own opinion based on the work.
Don't listen to me. Look at the videos day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 17, 23, 25, 30, etc. Sounds like that would have been cheaper to install trampolines or foam gym mats than paint it to look like a floor. Pretty much.
Also, someone asked, did he swing by with the supplies today that he promised?
No, he came by with nothing. He came by and started removing the tile on the front and brought a bunch of tools and a broken saw. He brought a broken fucking saw. Can you summarize what you need? Oh, that... I answered that. This is repeating. Yeah, I answered that one like 20 minutes ago and it showed up again. Yeah, I think I answered Jordan's before.
Yeah, we're going to look into the computer room flooring.
Yeah, I commend you for not blowing the fuse when he came in your face because I had Apple fuse and I lost it. Well, that's the thing. In that moment, I was not going to do anything to him, but he touched me. Like, he actually, like, he went up to me.
You can see the camera.
Yeah, you can see that I'm not moving and he is. I'd like to help you deal with construction. The contract for me to ping me at billmask@gmail.com. And that email's going to disappear off screen before I can type it. Shit. Lewis@rossmangroup.com. Please email me so I don't lose it.
Yeah, please
and thank you
email
very
him.
much. Bud and I did completely even, not creaky floor using YouTube videos and a case of beer in 2 days. We are IT and carpentry idiots. Space 1/10 of yours. Yep, I got screwed, Sean. Yeah, no, shaking the fist was the video before. Today's video was the one where the guy actually like walked up to me. I was getting loud, but I was getting loud while being stationary and saying, "You're not doing this to other people. You're not doing this to..." I didn't do this in his face. I was standing steady, and then he walked up to me, and it's like, "You're not doing that." No. But, like, and I put, I got my hands up, and Steve is like, "Okay, stop, no." And the guy walked away. He's like, "No, I wasn't doing anything to you. I wasn't doing anything." Like, no, you just walked into me. Own it. If you want to walk into me and start a fight in the street, own it. But I also realized that if I hit him in that moment, then we start going down the road of not just going bankrupt from hiring the wrong contractor, we go down the road of heading to prison, and that's stupid. Why do that?
Eugene is not worth it.
As well. Yeah, like Lewis, I hope you can all laugh about when the new store is doing great. That's the thing. Like, you need to... I'm not going to... If somebody hits me, it's one thing. But if you walk into me and push me, I want to let you know that that's not acceptable. But I'm not going to punch you in the face. Because then if I do that, then...
Yeah.
Then, after all this, he actually has something to say. That's not happening.
So someone is asking, why not sue the...
Why not sue the contractor to recover your $30,000? Excellent question. What are you doing to combat the wavy floor? You think of something like getting standing desk or something more practical. Living with it. Yeah, living with it for now. Because that's the option. So why not sue the contractor? Well, the first thing is, so let's say it was a $50,000 worth of contract and I paid $30K, right? So in order to get to sue, I need to have something called damages. The only way I can have damages, according to the attorney I spoke to today, is to find someone else to do the work who charges more than this one. So let's say that I find someone and he says to fix what this contractor did is $70,000. That means I have $20,000 in damages. If they say it's $60,000 to fix what this person did, then I have $10,000 in damages. If the contractor that I hire to fix this guy's fuck up says I want $48,000, I actually have no damages because this contract would have been $50 if I paid it. I'm paying $48 for it to be done properly, therefore I have no damages. That is the way it was explained to me. Secondly, even if I actually win, which is highly unlikely, I had this cool idea of town on the floor, broken MacBook motherboards. Sounds cool, but nah. Yeah, that's not something I can consider at the moment. It sounds, even if I actually won, which is very unlikely, I would have to spend over $50,000 in a second contractor, which is 100% out of the question. 100% out of the question. And B, after I get the judgment, I have to actually collect on it, which is very unlikely that I do. You can use the floor to make shelves for the MacBooks. How much time do you expect to be on the store after all these new setbacks? Until it's done. I don't know. Yeah. I'm really not suing the contractor to get back the money is just not an option. And there's also commercial claims court, but commercial claims court is only for up to $5,000. That's no attorney. Normal court requires I sue for damages, which is something I'm likely not going to get. And lastly, even if I do get the judgment, which would require spending $60,000 on a new contractor, nah.
We already answered the question about hiring the employees.
It seems a shame the waste was actually done. Why not salvage and try to keep the level floor plan instead of tossing it all out? I'm going to have to start telling people to rewind to get an answer to that, but the reason I'm throwing it all out is because most of it is done like garbage. Most of it is done like crap, and I don't want to waste lots of money and lots of time having somebody else try to pick through the crap to see what's not crap, only to find out there's more crap later and figure out that the time and everything is compounded.
We were also advised by a contractor today that it would actually be more expensive for them to go ahead and rip everything and then try to figure out what it is and then fix it back
Salvage what you can, good luck. Several people that saw it have said that this looks like crap. His own employees opened it up and said this is shit and showed me what made it shit. They were going on, his own employees were going on about what makes that floor shit. The same way that I go on when I see a long screwed motherboard, a reflowed GPU, and it was only a problem with the screen connector. What computer chair do you recommend? Whatever's comfortable for you. Anything that's not one of those racing chairs. Thoughts of potential World War III. Best of luck with the new story. Will eventually turn out great. I prefer to avoid World War III. Does viewers know what Eugene did to his house after filing for bankruptcy?
What he allegedly did.
What he allegedly did. Kopaz, stop asking shit that's troublesome.
You know, like I mentioned before, it was really something.
All that work is bad feelings associated with it. Now good to start fresh. Yeah. Indeed. Sorry, Erica.
Oh, You're gonna get used to that. It was really something when I was looking at the YouTube comments and people were saying that they were in similar situations where they hired a contractor to do a job and then the contractor either stopped abruptly or did shoddy work. So they hired another contractor, and then the same thing happened. And some people, they either did it themselves afterwards, they forgot about it, they said, screw it, I'm not going to get it fixed, or they hired another contractor. It's actually, disheartening to know that this is a pretty pervasive thing.
Lewis, can I make a dramatic montage / video of the scumbag contractor? I want to make like a movie trailer before the store opens. Good luck on the store. You have permission to download my videos, edit them as you wish, and re-upload them to your channel. As long as you're not like pretending that you're me and saying, oh, look, this is my computer repair shop, this is my repairs, I really don't give a shit. Go for it. Mm-hmm. Did you get a second opinion? Yes, I got many opinions. And all of these opinions are that this is shit.
Yeah.
And anytime I get an opinion where they're like, yeah, I mean, I could salvage it. Yeah, I think I can make it. No. When you see this face, yeah, no. That's a lesson that you're going to learn very expensively, the way I learned this one.
The other situation with this is that
Floorwood could be useful
our
to make
understanding is that he didn't have anyone there, continuously working. He had a couple people working on and off. And that's why you see different variations in the quality of the work, because he had different crews working there. So one person would fix another person's mistake, and he's not very familiar with other stuff, so you have different quality of work. It was a mess. Nobody was really...
To lighten the mood, how's Oreo?
Go on.
Here's 5 and make a triple shot vodka and limeade. I stopped drinking over a year ago, actually.
Here's a cup of water, though, that says from a cup that says, I love my cat.
I do love my cat. I love my Clinton. I don't trust my Barry, but I love my Clinton.
The other concern I had with the current floor is when I went to look at it, I went on December 27th, there's so much spaces. I thought, geez Louise, if there's like a bug or rats that want to live and burrow in there, what happens if they pass away? It would stink up.
Why
the
not rip
floor.
up the OSB and ply, repair the structure of the subfloor, and then relay the ply? Because that's going to be several weeks of time for somebody to do that. Several more thousands upon tens of thousands of dollars. After I find someone, which is going to take time, so you have to find someone, take time, hope that they don't screw it up. Like, no, we're not going down that road. I talked about this earlier, where my dad used to build luxury houses for a living. Every time he watches the vids about the new place, he yells at the monitor about the corners they cut. Yes, Ryan Johns. Yes, it sucks. So again, I don't want to keep going down a road where shit keeps getting thrown at me. I like to go down a new road, and my new road is going to be basic. Do what's required to move in. Utilitarian, done. Send me the plans, Miguel at communal.mx. Erica, take that. I don't have any plans, though. I have the architectural drawings, but they're garbage. What donation platform takes the least? I think Streamlabs. Thank you, Gizmotist. Just Princess and the P, and it keeps adding layers of floor till it's level and you can touch the ceiling, says Thomas. You need to get yourself a Florida crew or a South Carolina crew. With the Mexicans, you can get really good work. Even paying the hotel stay, you will save money.
I just wish we could find trustworthy people here.
Love the life you. How do you stay motivated long term? The way I stay motivated by long term is by having a purpose. Just having a purpose in life is really helpful. And I found mine completely by accident. This was entirely an accident. I stumbled into fixing MacBooks. I stumbled into realizing that there was a need for a board repair that wasn't L2 computer and outsourced to China. And I found that this entire right to repair thing. Burn the floor with the Apple door, says JP.
Burn the floor with the Apple door.
Yeah, maybe I'll file bankruptcy the same week, JP.
Oh.
Anyway. It's like, you gotta laugh. It's funny. It's a Law and Order episode. But what was I talking about? I lost track.
I forgot.
I know, so many fucking interruptions. It's impossible to keep anything in your head. It's genuinely impossible. Play? Come on.
Yes, we have had several good ideas from chat.
Good luck, stay awesome. Thank you.
For instance, the
how to stay motivated long term.
the data center raise floor. That's something we should really look
So how to
into.
stay motivated long term? I stay motivated by having a mission and purpose. Like what I do is helpful, and frankly, there's a lot more crap to be revealed in the world. There's a lot of places out there that you give them a hard drive that has nothing but a bad enclosure, and they'll charge you $1,000. You give them an iPhone that has nothing but a bad charge port, and your data recovery is $1,000. You know, and they're out there. And one of my plans for this year was to discuss it and show it and get a little bit more involved in the data recovery industry. Keep going on the right to repair stuff. Looks like not enough of contractors BS. Indeed, he has. Indeed, he has. There's a lot out there that needs work. The right to repair stuff needs work. Getting more people involved in finding my industry fund needs work. When I get emails from people that say, you know, I didn't have a job 3 months ago, I was on welfare, and now I'm refurbishing shit and supporting myself, all that stuff, that gives me purpose, and that gives me the drive to not care. If I didn't have that type of purpose and drive, and I was just going to work every day for a paycheck, I'd have given up 8 years ago, and my web designer fucked me over, and I wasn't able to, and my website wasn't taking payments, and I lost money. I would have given up after I would have seen what happened today with this contractor and just said, fuck this, I give up. You know, I'm going to buy the little tiny plot of land in the middle of nowhere and just leave and be done. Iran just bombed U.S. bases. World War III just started.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Can we throw Eugene over there?
What? No.
That's terrible. That's not good. That's not going to go well for Iran, I imagine.
What? Yeah.
Thank you for providing the spicy content. Much respect. Thank you.
Yeah, if we can sue him in small claims court, we might circle back to that. I'd be curious to know if we can film it. That way you guys can all see it. And it hopefully would be a little justice for all the people who donated on Patreon.
If you sue him in small claims, you get $5,000 better than not getting anything. No, in that case, I still get nothing because there's a very high likelihood that he doesn't actually pay. He doesn't have any money.
He could just say, screw it.
If I get damages, sue for breach of contract. From Australia, I burned my hand on my mid-2015 MacBook Pro. The charger port overheated and I didn't know until I was done with it for the day and removed the port. Good luck with the store. Thank you. Yeah, what keeps me motivated is that there's all this stuff that I haven't done. When I get emails about this from people who say that stuff, how many people haven't found my content because they don't know I exist yet? Got to keep pumping out board repair videos. How many senators haven't been told the truth about right to repair because I didn't show up? There's a lot that makes it worth it. Why rip out the wall? Frankly, I don't feel like paying someone to I don't want to pay someone to finish it because B, I have to get new pieces of glass. C, the doors are not hung properly. D, the wall was put up too far to begin with. We didn't want it that far. The only reason they put it up that far is because the drawings our designer produced were shit. That wall shouldn't be there. It should be closer back. So just trash it. And frankly, a big part of this store was that, we don't have this secret back room. Why not actually build the business according to the mission and purpose that exists on my fucking website?
Demolition video?
Demolition video.
You guys will see it.
Yes.
And come in with, sledgehammers.
Destroy OSB. I don't watch most of the videos where the contractor actually appears because his very presence stressed me out. Yeah, you could tell he's a scammer. You smart. I'm not smart. One day I hope to be as much of a nerd and know everything about everything as you are. I don't know shit about shit. You
Lewis
should
is
watch me try to program
a
something.
lifelong learner.
Erica had to do my light bulbs because I plugged the light bulbs in the kitchen wrong. No, really, there's a video of her fixing my light fixtures because I can't plug in
I
the
had to
light bulb.
shimmy it in.
Donate the OSB to a charitable builder. We will see. Thank you. Gizmotis said, keep up the fantastic work. You're being too hard on yourself, and as always, you're breathtaking. Also, fuck these sacks of shits.
Yeah.
I think the door corners and floor creaking are features, says Tasty Cereal.
It is features, but the problem is that you worry about the structure being safe, if it's gonna last or if it's just gonna collapse. So safety is paramount.
And the people that keep bringing up the Matt Risinger thing, just because there's new people in the stream that didn't hear my response to it, I am more than happy to take people's advice. I don't like that whole influencer shit where I go, hey, I got 1 million subscribers online. You want to help me with my project? I mean, it just sounds like, hey, I'm not saying that you should play at my bar for free, but on Friday night there's A&R in the audience. Like, I'll get you some beer, I'll get you some asparagus. Come on, How much does it pay? Come on, man. A&R's in the audience. I don't like that shit. If that got, and also I don't like spamming people that I know. If you're a YouTube person with over 100,000 subscribers and you've actually made your email public, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emails every effing day. I don't want to add to somebody's spam pile.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry this happened to you. This didn't make me sad. Good luck for the future. Hope it all goes smoothly. Thank you, Poochman. I appreciate that. I don't want to add to his spam bin. I realize my email is not going to get opened. If he so happens to come across my stuff and he would like to be paid to help me out, or if he's in New York and actually wants to do work, then yes. But I really just prefer to have business relationships where I pay you the amount that you asked for, and then you do the job rather than this kind of homie shit.
Mario, that's the idea that we're going to move forward with.
Making it right after moving, it will be almost impossible as a business that can't temporarily locate. Take it from a simple floor covering store owner. What? That can't temporarily locate, take it from a simple floor covering store owner. Making it right. Well, no, that's the thing. I'm just going to live with the fact that the floor is not level. I will accept it.
Your patio door.
No, it's my patio door. Aventech tongue and groove flooring plus glue. I don't know what Aventech tongue is.
I had this talk with Lewis, and I told him, I said, I understand how you want to make the store nice and pretty and show everybody, hey, you guys help support this, and we are able to have a beautiful store. And obviously that fell through. At this point in time, when it comes down to it, the reality is that people aren't going to come to a store because it's pretty. They're going to come in there because of the knowledge and the customer service that you guys deliver.
That's what no floors are level, man. Come on. Yeah, I mean, no floors are level, obviously. I'm not saying that I want the place to be perfect. It's just my apartment is like this, and this new place is like this. And like this is the thing I was trying to get fixed. But again, I'm just going to live with it. It's like what I said in the beginning, hasta la vista, POS wood floor. Indeed, it's gone.
Hasta la vista.
And it's good for good for the mental health as well to see that shit get out of here. But it's like what I said about trying to catch a plane. Like, if you go, oh my God, I don't know where my ID is. Crap, I need my ID to get on a plane. I need my ID to get a plane. I need my ID to As long as you're pulling your hair out because I can't miss this, I can't miss this, I can't miss this work trip, I need this work trip, I need this money, I can't get fired, then you're never going to find your ID because you're in that state of heightened anxiety. You're never going to be able to enter the mental state necessary for you to sit down, relax, figure out where the fuck your ID was, and bring the things you need on your trip. But if you say, if I find my ID, I will go on my trip. If I cannot find my ID, I will not make my trip, and I will make other arrangements, and I will email to apologize. Then you've set yourself up where it's not just one option, you don't screw yourself. Here's what I'm doing here. If I can get a level floor and I can find a contractor and the money is there, I'll do it. If I cannot do that and every single step of the way it goes wrong and I get smacked in the face, architect, designer, other contractors that ghosted, this contractor fucking me over, then I'm just going to say, then fuck the level floor. Yeah. That's how you stay sane in business. Is the floor from the basement level? From the basement level? I don't get it. Thank you for the tip. Your bike ride videos inspired me to buy an electric bike and start commuting by bike. Thank you for everything you do. How long miles is your commute? About 4 to 5 miles. Not far. Should have bought Paul brought Paul and planted a pack of Crayola jumbo crayons and some Elmer's glue on the contractor, who'd have played square, I bet. See, that's just weird. That's weird because of your username. That's also weird because of your message.
What? What was it?
I'm not reading that shit.
Oh, okay.
Criminal Minded says, do you need me and some friends from Brooklyn to help motivate these contractors? I don't. Sadly, like, that's sadly the most likely way to actually get money back.
What?
But that's also the quickest way to go to prison. I watched all 20 seasons of Law and Order. Like, I've seen how every one of those episodes unfold, and they're so fucking stupid. And like, one of my goals in life is for my life to never turn into a Law and Order episode. So if I have to choose between getting $30,000 back but potentially going to prison, or not going to prison and losing $30,000, I'd much prefer to be out of prison, because being outside of prison, even when life is terrible, is not the, you know, it's better. Keep the floor on level for office chair jousting towards the front door. Make Nerf battles more interesting.
Hey, can you unlock this so I can reach it? My charger doesn't go so far.
Did your battery die?
Yep.
Why don't you just easily replace it?
Huh?
Why don't you just swap it out with another?
No, the charger cable doesn't reach this far.
Okay, you just swap your battery out with your spare?
Okay. Later.
Don't contact Matt, he's not in your budget. I mean, he's on YouTube and he has a lot of subscribers, which means he's good at what he does.
You're good at what you do.
Yeah, and can you afford it? Your MacBook doesn't even have a working keyboard, and you're dating me.
What?
You can't afford me. Love the videos you do. You're genuine, there's no bullshit, that's what's great. Thank you very much. And hello.
Crap.
You don't self-level the whole floor, just some pieces or joists only.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's going to require finding another contractor, and I've just had enough. Had enough of getting fucked. Had enough of getting ghosted. Had enough of giving people deposits and they never get back to you.
Okay.
Shen, Juan, Erica, can you read this for me? I need you to read this for me.
Oh, gosh, I can't read that.
Lies.
Why do you think I can read that, huh?
Lies. Read it. Erica.
Oh, I can't
You
read
probably
it.
wrote that.
No.
She asked for my phone, and right after she asked for my phone, a bunch of Chinese symbols show up on the screen.
Yeah,
Just like you walked
I have
around-
some great arm candy right here.
To find your new space, why not just do the same thing and go into small business shops and ask what contractors they use? Hear a company's name enough and it could be one for you. Because typically... Oh god, Oreo's sick. Are you okay, Oreo?
Hold on.
Oreo!
Now he's trying to cough off a hairball.
Oh, he has a hairball. Okay, firstly, referral is what got me in this mess to begin with. Secondly, when you walk into a store, you're usually speaking to the employee, not the business owner. And anytime you ask, hey, can I speak to the business owner? That's the fastest way possible to get kicked out the door. Have you tried doing a co-op with a YouTuber or a network channel to do the construction? That would be awesome. I haven't, and I don't really think that I'd be interesting enough for them to actually do it. I don't think it's worth it to any of these people, honestly. Like, even if I was willing to pay them what I have left, I don't think that's even, like, they'd have to fly out here, they'd have to stay in a hotel, they'd have to bring equipment, all this other shit. Like, really? I mean, that's not going to be worth it to them. I'm not Bill Gates. I have 1 million subscribers, but I have 1 million subscribers in this ridiculously niche field of PP Bus G3 Hot is 8.5 volts when the SMC works, and 8.16 volts when it doesn't. Found through word of mouth, but yes, but why'd you go with someone almost no online reviews? Why didn't you dig further? I know you're meant to refer, but this is 30,000 of hard cash. I feel like this should have been done more due diligence. Yeah, point taken.
Right.
That's why I say it's my fault, really. Like, the contractor did a shit job, but it's, you know, I accept the responsibility for it at the end of the day. How have you thought about a step floor design? I have not. I don't know what that is, actually. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Now, the thing is,
anything.
most contractors I find that are even remotely within a price range don't, if for some reason it's just not as much of a Yelpable or Google-ish kind of thing. Like, even if let's see. Like, let's look at the first architect. So, like, James Vera, architect. That was the guy that wanted $53,000 just to be an architect who had all these beautiful places. I Google I don't see a Yelp. I don't see a Google. If I Google, let's say, Blueberry Builders, that was the company that referred me to the architect I'm suing. They have 1 5-star Google review and some positive stuff on Instagram. And 1 review on buildzoom.com. Get that anti-ad some cat treeps. Yeah, so like that company, again, came well referred. Well referred, had a beautiful website. Complete opposite of this other guy. And only one Google review, but still shit. The thing here is that I appreciate your recommendation on the Hacko FX951, best purchase for hobbies working towards a business. Thank you. If you're a hobbyist, you may actually be better off now getting a TS100. It's my new cheap recommendation. It wasn't out when I was recommending the FX951. But it's not the same as these bits, like iPhone screen repair or a restaurant. You'll have 500 reviews on Yelp. But when it comes to contractors, it's just not something where I see them having, where most of the companies have, like, you know, dozens of reviews. Do you mind if I pass out drunk in your new basement? You're not passing out drunk in my basement. Actually, there's a company called King Rose. King Rose Construction showed up.
Emotional support kitty has arrived.
So these people showed up, right? They're only 3.6 stars, 15 reviews. Some of these good reviews are good. Some of these reviews are trash. But this is like the closest I could find to a company that had a legit list of reviews. And this is the company
Cody,
that said we will
donation?
only work with you after you deal with an architect. And that's the company that referred me to the architect that wanted $53,000 just to architect. It was somewhere between $48,000 to $53,000 just to architect. I mean, listen, I want a job done right, but like $50,000 to architect, mandatory before you hire the contractor, that's just, it's out of budget. Really enjoy the videos. Brings back good memories of my first life as an electronics tech and aerospace factory. Hope this helps you pivot. I like the computer flooring idea. Thank you, Bruce. The contractor saga has thoroughly entertained me and my dad, who worked in construction in Texas and dealt with lazy contractors. New York City is brutal. Yeah, Texas sounds nicer in that way. What about installing computer room flooring, all level adjustments made by a wrench?
He didn't look at the website. He didn't look at the GCS website.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't actually his SEO is so bad that in the beginning when I looked him up, I didn't see the website. I only saw it on the invoice after I paid, and it's like I didn't check the invoice's website after I paid.
But the thing is that he did work for actual businesses, and Lewis actually checked it out.
A friend of mine that worked with me 8 years ago had a contracting business, and he was getting paid crazy money. I'm talking about $37,000 partitions between stalls in a restroom just because they made it quieter. Like, ridiculous, stupid shit. And he walked me through one of these, like, ridiculously high-priced, you know, like $100,000 a year preschools for your kid kind of bullshit that is really expensive that he was doing construction on, and his website just sucked. And he was telling me, everybody in this business seems to have a shit website.
Really quickly, can
Something showed up and I didn't see it. Do you remember what it was?
No, can you look through Streamlabs?
No, because I have to read the one that I just missed. And now I have this one. See, it's a treadmill, Eric. It's a treadmill. You can't fall off.
I guess there's a backlog,
Have a nice evening, Lewis. There are much worse people out there. My ex-boss bankrupted the company I worked in on purpose and pocketed all the money and ran away. Cheer up. Greetings from Germany. I'm sorry to hear that. Erica, this is a treadmill.
Just go on Streamlabs, so we'll see.
You gotta run. All right. Done. All right,
You can
let's
run.
see what I missed.
Oh. Do you sing? No. When Lewis sings, actually the view count goes down, so he tries not to sing on camera.
I'm never gonna dance again, 'cause guilty feet have got no rhythm. I'm never gonna dance again the way I did with you.
Simon Singh said, "Hey Lewis, this is your friendly fan
Did
from
you see
Broadway."
this inside an iPhone battery factory in China?
Oh, okay.
This is probably the Strainlabs guy. I have not seen this. I have not had time to look at this stuff. Here's for your new detective agency or TV show, says Ramanshi. You know what's really funny about this is I never planned to have a real estate reality show. I just wanted to find a new store, and I kept getting just screwed around ridiculously, so I figured I'll put up a camera. What the hell? And it got 10 times the viewership of board repair. Then construction got 10 times the viewership of that or board repair. And now I think Detective Channel and suing is going to be... It's sad. Nobody wants to watch the content that I actually want to make. But this is the stuff that people find interesting.
Simon Singh,
Rossmann Repair Group, Rossmann
email
Real
Lewis
Estate
at rossmangroup.com.
To who?
He has a lawyer friend who might be able to...
Lawyer friend. Yeah, that's what
Give
the
you some
managing
solid
agent in the building
advice.
said today. He said earlier in the day, you know, the only thing that makes this worth it is if you have, like, you know, your brother is an attorney and he can help you out. Otherwise, you're just going to wind up, it's a money pit. You know, there's such a low chance of getting anything. If the insulation that uses rock wool, use it in some of the salvage wood to build your sound deadening panels. All you would need to buy is acoustic fabric. Not a bad idea, but then I need to have Paul build the panels, and I have to figure out if that's actually cheaper than just having them purchased. I saw that comment, Frenchie, but the thing is, I need to have it hooked up in a way where I don't have to worry about power going out, and the power is going to go out when they do electrical work and they shut off the panel. So I have to have a battery backup installed and mount it to the wall, and by the time... Good thing you guys monitor the construction work. I know people who would have let it be. I don't think anybody will let that be. And again, one of the things that his employee said is that all this happens on most of his jobs. The people wind up firing at some point when he just fucks everything up, and it always happens. So I think that many people have, and I think that to not fire this person is just a testament to being too hands-off as a customer. As always, we hope you learned something every time. Oh, I learned something. You can make a dam to make the level floor. Also pour self-leveling concrete in small layers. I think it'll be easier to pour without pouring the whole thing, and make steps or a ramp at the entrance. I don't need a ramp if I get rid of the crap floor. Is your apartment not freezing with the walls being bricks? Nope, I have the heat on. Hey, Lewis.
Legit AA, email lewis@rossmangroup.com.
I love watching you rage about Apple products. Wish you luck. By the way, buy yourself another Apple, not an Apple product from Toronto, Ontario. There should be enough money to hire an 8-year-old to perform the same quality of work. You know, like here's the thing that I found important. This is the lesson I learned from 8 years ago and the other times I got screwed. You need to be able to laugh at this.
What?
Like, I mean, I found out I got fucked out of $30,000, but I can still laugh at that. That's important. Iran is currently attacking U.S. bases in Iraq. Trump tweeted all is well. May God save us all. Did he really tweet all is well? Why am I reading?
Her battery died. The charger doesn't reach this far to the couch.
Hope you get it done the right way and F the PP White Thurgood Anoof. What? I don't know. It's a YouTube
Seems
comment.
some kind of code.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I'm sorry.
Honora, what was your Streamlabs?
All is well.
What was your
Missiles
donation?
launched from Iran at 2 military bases located in Iraq. Assessment of casualties and damage taking place now. So far, so good. Really? Like, that's how you phrase this? We have the most powerful and well-equipped military in the world by far. We're making a statement tomorrow morning. Missiles were launched from Iran at 2 military bases. All is well. So far, so good. Like, come on. You could do better. I shouldn't be laughing, but, like, we live in a crazy world.
Let me know what.
Try
Okay,
reaching
if
out
we
to
missed
Home
any
Renovation, do it
messages,
yourself.
let me know what
He's
the
a
messages
creator,
were.
Contractor. Yeah, like, I don't have time to respond to them because we both need our own channels with our own microphones. Please check for sabotage just in case. Also, thank you for your videos and advice. You make me feel like I actually can get my business off the ground. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. UC, I'm Rich. And check out the business advice playlist I have. I'm going to keep reading through the stuff here on Streamlabs because there's a lot of it. But the problem is they actually show up faster than I can read them. And then Erica and I wind up reading different ones at the same time. You really do need to have 2 concurrent streams. Or stereo. Put this mic.
What? No, we're fine. So if we missed any Streamlabs donations, please go ahead and let us know what you
Is
wrote.
your apartment not freezing? No. Let's switch to some good vibes. How did you meet your wife? Will a kiss from her make you feel better? Fortunately, my wife's not here right now. It's just my mistress. What is your favorite color in the alphabet? There is no color in the alphabet, but thank you, Nick. Habitat for Humanity could use the materials. Could they use OSB that has adhesive liquid nails attached to it after I rip it out? What is that doorbell noise
Please get
followed by
PayPal
talking
30?
that keeps repeating? That is the noise of the doorbell chime at 145 West 27th Street, the place that cost several $1,000s more for a place in worse condition than this one, and much less space. Many people liked it, so I turned it into the doorbell chime.
Do you have
Thanks for all the free informational videos. Goddamn. I can't read one without another show.
yeah,
email consultation
you're gonna
offer
read the
from
email.
Nemtsov Design.
Honora wants you to get
Probably filled with
PayPal.
email. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep after this. Thank you for all the free... Fuck PayPal. Thank you for all the free informational videos. Sorry about all that BS all those contractors gave you in your business. Are there any books you recommend reading that you have read? I'm in community college. You have helped me a lot. There's a book by Roger Mendelsohn about the mistakes small businesses make. He made it as the owner of a collections firm that had to collect from small businesses that obviously failed. There's Dale Doughton's The Gifted Boss that I recommend. And there's the first quarter of The Mind Body Code by Mario Martinez. I wasn't feeling the rest of the book, but maybe you will. But the first quarter of it, I got a lot out of. LUCP funded CA2.
My
Thank
donut
you.
tin is missing.
Hello, welcome. Hello and welcome. I soldered and fixed my own $1,600 US DJ mixer. Thanks, man, says DeFreeze. Also, I really know you're paying with useless professionals. Thank you. Lewis, I don't know anything about construction or border power. I was wondering, did you consider self-leveling?
Muzz, what did you rate for your donation? Do you remember?
It's a little... What was the name of the person?
Muzz, M-U-Z-Z.
Okay, let's see if it's in Streamlabs or elsewhere. Man, I really thought you were going to
it's like
punch
a different name.
Here we go. Oh my god, that's 941. You are one of the reasons I started my own business and not give up. Thank you for your technical and interpersonal knowledge. Greetings from Germany. Thank you very much, Mr. Muzz. Did I miss it showing up on the screen, or did it never show up on the screen? Because if it didn't show up on the screen, that means it's almost an hour behind.
Do you see Hanor? Hanor.
President Trump said so far so good after a meeting with the top brass. Please mention Gotham City Builders is not Gotham City Solutions. I already see a bad review from them about your floor. Yeah, I already said in the beginning of the video, somebody linked me to that, and I actually messaged the person on that website to say, this is Lewis, you can confirm it, Lewis@rossmanngroup.com, this is me, please take that down. That I read like 40 minutes ago, so the Streamlabs is being funky now. Streamlabs from Cody missing too. Let's find this. It's hard to read all these as they come by without losing your train of thought. Hey, at least it isn't a Razer laptop. Same issues as Apple, no replacement parts. They don't even sell the charger. Had to replace my battery, swollen with battery off Amazon, buy a new charger, and all the screws holding on the back fell out. Yeah, Razer makes a lot of trash. Razer is like the Apple of the PC world, but minus any of the interesting innovation. Awful. Awful. Glad to see you both relaxed. Guess it was a busy day. Yep, it was mostly busy in terms of stress. It wasn't busy in terms of me doing a bunch of work. But stress is work. Dino used to tell me that carrying stress on your shoulders every day and the wondering whether or not someone's going to screw you is actually harder than manual labor. Because I was talking about how one of the people who had invested in the studio owner doesn't do a lot of work, he's independently wealthy, blah, blah, blah. And it was really interesting. This coming from a broke, like somebody who's genuinely broke, who's been to prison over 14 times, who's literally sleeping at the studio because he's so fucking broke. And he says, no, you don't understand. Carrying that shit on your shoulders, that's work. That's more work than actually carrying weight on your shoulders, wondering every second of the day, is this person going to fuck me? Is this person going to screw me? Is this person going to be a bad investment? I didn't think of it that way. Do you have another contractor starting soon? Also, hi from Australia. Love you guys. We'll see. I really want to get it done as basically as possible with the least amount of... Not Shameless James. Shush. Says, this is a reminder of my silly wife that apple juice is mostly... Oh, I read that one. The apple juice is mostly sugar water, and you have to eat the apple to get the fiber from it, which is the only good thing in apple, because she's watching this in the other room and it won't listen to me. How to fix floor, layer 1, Orbeez layer, 2, wood, 3, water doesn't compress like sand according to Discord. I don't want to fix their floor, man. I don't want to dig into their PM Sleep S4L that they reflow the CPU on. I kind of want to be done with it.
Yeah, Gotham City Builders is not GCS.
Yeah, that's different. Solutions is different than Builders. I hired the wrong Gotham. I found some New York Supreme Court cases regarding Eugene and the site IPPS, which tracks criminal appearances. If you search his name, company, or combinations of the two on search engines, you could find more info than what Google makes available. It's a self-leveling contractor. If you can email me that at lewis@rossmanngroup.com. I'd love to look at it. Asians have a soft spot for panders, says Ben Lenato. Huh.
Panders? Pandas? I do love pandas. Yeah, Oriole's in chameleon mode here.
Glue, caulk, and nail gun. Yeah, not screws. I'm repairing old Game Boy Pokemon games, and some of them have dead chips. Heat revives them for a bit. Thank you that I know because of you. Any idea on... And it came off the screen. God damn it. Did you see what that said, Erica?
No.
And now there's a new one, so I'm going to miss it. Rooting for you, Lewis. Hope you get to move into the new store soon. Thank you. As an actual Spurg, I can say with confidence that I'm pretty sure you're not a Spurg, just a New Yorker. What is a Spurg?
Asperger's.
Oh. You have any idea how to get and program old chips? Program chips from Pokemon game. So that's a bit outside of my realm of expertise, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Did you put me in timeout earlier? I have no way of remembering that. There's over 40 messages a minute. I timed out one person that was spamming all caps shit, which I don't think was you. But yeah, there's 40 messages a minute. I can't read all these or keep track and remember. I'm sorry. And YouTube gives me no way to actually tell. I read that one.
Oh, here's a great message. People are here for Lewis, not Yoko. Please stop interrupting.
Oh, fuck off and leave my stream. Hello, I'm doing a wiki page of you. Did you want me to put anything on the page for you? I mean, when it comes to creating a Wikipedia page, I don't think that anything should be there that the person requests. You know, if I'm, like, the information that's publicly available should suffice and just be based on the honest truth of what's out there. I think it would be kind of screwed up if I tried to edit my own Wikipedia page. I never even knew I had a Wikipedia page until someone pointed it out, but I didn't edit anything on it. Did he have cement shoes? Invite him on a boat. Okay, that's old, so now I know this is kind of messed. Do you know if USB batteries showed up at the office today? Honestly, I was a zombie after firing the guy because I had to go through the grief stage of losing $30,000. And it is it is grieving. It's a process. Like there are stages to grieving. And I didn't look at any mail today, Christopher. I'm sorry. I will later. I promise. Tomorrow I'll take a look. But today was just pure grief. So I spent a lot of it editing this video. I only got a few hours sleep because I had to be up at 8 o'clock to see this jackass at 9:30 to figure out he wasn't delivering materials. So I got to sleep at 5, so I slept for like 3 hours. So for a lot of the day I was kind of a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
I did some work with Hannah, but that was that. Travis said that was extremely rude. Huh?
You know, there are certain people when they
I
see
don't get it. What did I
other
do?
people in your stream, they're like, we just want to see Lewis. We don't want to see anybody else. Just him. Just point the camera towards him.
What do you see yourself doing 20 years from now? I don't know. 20 years ago, I was playing Final Fantasy and eating wheat thins and unemployed. I don't know. 20 years from now, who the hell knows what I'm going to be doing? What if you just level the parts of the floor where you expect people to sit? Maybe. Maybe. I can't risk it, man. I can't, I've done too much for 12 years to risk going bankrupt over some stupid shit like this. I just can't do it. You know, I fucked up. I realize I fucked up. I know I fucked up. And the price that I got to pay for fucking up is that it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be level. And it's not. I don't have the risk tolerance right now. Like I have the risk. Do I have the risk tolerance to move, pay first month's rent, 2 months deposit on a space that's over twice what I pay right now without a bank loan? Yes. Do I have the risk tolerance to deal with finding a contractor based on referrals, everything else, and hope they do a job? I did. I don't have the risk tolerance to do it again. I'm sorry. You know, like you have to know what you. The thing is, I think what's really important is you need to set your risk tolerance or set what your when are you going to just hire the employees?
We've already answered that.
Yeah, that was like hours ago. Actually, that guy, that guy already gave hours ago. There's something wrong with the stupid system. But yeah, the thing is, I'm not going to. I have a risk tolerance. So if this doesn't work, then I will do that. You have to set everything beforehand, because it's like investing. You need to say, if this goes below $2, I will sell. You can't say, oh no, I think it'll go back up. Oh, I think it's going to go back up. Oh, I think it's going to go back up, and then the stock is at 10 cents. You need to set beforehand, disciplined, here's how I'm going to do. And could the subfloor be responsible for the noise? Yes! Yes! Oh my God. But anyway, and I said it. Like, here's how much I'm willing to spend. Here's how much outside of my comfort zone I'm willing to go. And I went outside of my comfort zone by a lot, but I'm not willing to do more. And if you start doing this in an undisciplined manner, I've had 3 businesses. One I closed amicably. One I closed and was a clusterfuck. And the other one is this business that's doing beautifully. I've been through it many times before. And if you do it undisciplined, all your money, everything you have, will go right down the drain. Just like that self-leveling concrete will go right out the door.
So Robert asked, why don't you just let him do his job? The problem is that he did it in such a shoddy way, and he was instructing his employees, allegedly, this is what we heard, that to do a crap job, and that's why you see in one of the videos, the door frame isn't even done correctly.
Why don't I let him do his job?
It's structurally unsound.
Well, a big problem was that he wasn't letting his employees do his job. So firstly, it's not worth letting him finish the job because I'm paying rent every single day while I'm waiting for him. So it's not like the money's done. There's still, I would do work for you, but I live kind of far away. Greetings from the Czech Republic. Thank you, John. One of my best friends was from Czech Republic and immigrated here when she was 9 years old. Never going to forget. She said in 1989, I had to hold it in the entire day because I didn't know how to ask to use the restroom in school. But firstly, the employees actually wanted to do a good job. Some of them did, some of them didn't, but the ones that did were being held back from doing their job by the contractor. So the contractor was not doing work. He was actually impeding work from being done and faking work being done. The employees said they wanted to paint. He started interrupting them and putting electrical boxes on the wall so it would look like stuff was getting done, so we could ask for the next stage of payment and say, look, we're much further along now. We have paint in the wall on this, so give us another payment even though the floor is not done. And be careful about slander against the contractor, even though you're right, he can sue you for defamation of character, and since you have a following, he can use that against you. I mean,
everything is in our opinion.
Yeah, this is all in my opinion. And secondly, I'm dealing with publicly available information. RCMAEHL said for $5 had a fixed floor. Orbeez layer. Oh, that's a repeat.
Wood water.
Okay.
Plus, you guys see all the video footage. You have the audio too. You guys can make your own assumptions and your own judgments about what went on.
Can you put legs under the wheel of a chair? I don't think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Lewis was about to do Grace Jiu-Jitsu in the video. Nah, I suck at martial arts.
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
I suck at martial arts.
You were gonna Ip-Man the guy.
I'm probably my Sifu's worst student. One of the things I get out of doing martial arts is the reminder that regardless of how good I am in something else in the world, that there's still a bunch of shit that I suck at. It really does help keep me honest, because it's possible for people for stuff to go to your head. Million subscribers, successful business in this specific niche field. I'm really good at it. Not typically in 30 seconds, I know exactly what's wrong with the board. It's good to go to something every other day. You really suck.
3 cats.
Will you actually get your ass kicked as a result of sucking? Which I do. A good contractor is busy and hard to find in the time frame you are looking for. Exactly. Do I want to waste 12,000, 24,000, 36,000, and so on and so forth, and all this other horse shit while looking for one? Nah.
The sad thing is that in Hawaii, I've seen a number of businesses. They're always in construction, like coming soon, and they never open, and suddenly they just close. It's very sad.
Exactly, Josh Mason.
Just self-leveling chairs.
The guys that are doing good jobs do right by them and help them out. They're getting screwed too. Again, I paid $30,000 out of pocket. Some of them got bottles of liquor. Some of them got hundreds of dollars. That's more than I can. I did my part. I probably paid your employee that day more than he paid his employee that day. This can't. It's not my responsibility. If I hire a contractor, it's not my responsibility to make sure that his employees don't get screwed because he's a shitty contractor. My responsibility is to pay and get work. I didn't get work, that sucks enough. I lost $30K, that sucks enough. I can't answer Dorcia's question. I don't see Dorcia. Let's see. I searched for Dorcius, but the only thing I see is you asking me to answer Dorcius. So hit Control F, put that in the chat, and I don't see it.
Yeah.
Rooting for you. Hope you get in the new space soon.
What was Dorcia's question?
Maybe it's Dorcia, but he's just not using an apostrophe. I'm just going to type in Dorsey and Control F. Does your girlfriend ever roleplay as Tim Cook and asphyxiate you?
No.
Do you eat No. Do you eat dollar pizza? No. Have you told your mother you loved her lately? She's been dead for 10 years. No, no, and no. Find which capacitor is bad if all look fine.
You know, the silver lining is that I think from the people who watch this video, if you guys ever have to hire a contractor, you guys will do your thorough research into this. So you've saved people $30,000 collectively, in my opinion.
Yay.
Silver lining.
I disagree with every business negotiating decision you've discussed publicly in the last year.
One.
I was proven wrong every time. I guess the lesson is I shouldn't run a business.
Streamlabs donations.
If you said that I shouldn't...
Look in the description. There's a Streamlab donation.
Yeah, if you said that if you said I shouldn't have hired this contractor, you probably would have won. This stuff doesn't happen anywhere else in the world, I fear. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people have been reaching out to me to say, nope, I'm in Australia and it's the same. Nope, I'm in Canada and it's the same. Nope, I'm in the Midwest and it's the same. I don't think it's as bad as this guy. Here's $2 towards a self-leveling contractor.
Thank you.
Someone said to hug me. Who's saying to hug me?
Cat, go hug your human. What's that?
The person saying to hug me is giving me a rose in their avatar picture.
Okay.
Oh. Not mad because I can't even see why my comment question posts. Huh? Are you the Michael Martinez I worked with at Model Sporting Goods 14 years ago? Do you supply iPod parts? I do not. Do you supply provide iPod parts? I do not. Do you supply or provide... Oh, come on. How much money would Apple need to pay you to fully switch over to Apple?
Nothing.
It wouldn't happen.
I would switch over to Apple. I've already have switched over to Apple.
I can't wait till that memVTT enable trace stops working because I didn't conformal code it. And it just goes beep, beep, beep.
So then I can upgrade to a 2013 model. What? Lewis has a MacBook buyer's guide, and I'm going to listen to it. That's going to be my next computer.
I own a business in North Carolina doing hardware repairs on multiple devices and small amounts of soldering. I'm having trouble promoting my business and getting business. Any suggestion in gaining customers? Thank you for any help you have to offer. Tech Fix IT. Let's take a look at your business. Tech Fix IT, North Carolina. I was flabbergasted seeing the boards he had bought. Right, yeah, it was all shit. Okay. I see a business called Tech Fix It in New Ross, Ireland. Let's see, North Carolina. Let's search for...
See, Christopher Kelly.
Okay, the first problem I see here is that when I Google your business name, I can't find shit. So watch, if I search for Tech Fix It, which is what your name was, the first thing that shows up is this thing in Ireland. Why? Why? You said you're in North Carolina, so now when I search North Carolina, where the fuck are you? Why don't you exist? What would Matt Risinger do? I don't know. I didn't hear of Matt Risinger until today. Many of you speak highly of him, so I'm sure the gentleman is very competent and great at what he does, which is precisely why I believe I would have no business hiring him, since he's likely out of my budget.
Trolling you.
Like, you are trolling me. You're a constant troll. You use Apple products.
What?
Yeah, so the first problem with how you promote your business, it seems to be that you don't promote your business. I can't find you. Why is it that I could find someone with just your same kind of generic name in Ireland before I found you? Start a Google Places page. Start a Yelp page. Get to work. Hello from Cambodia. I love your channel and your cats. Thank you. I commend you for not blowing the fuse when he came in your face because I had an Apple fuse and I lost it. Thank you. Yep, I was close to that. Matt Risinger lives and works primarily in Texas. Yeah, and that's the other thing. If you live and work in Texas, why the fuck would you want to come to this cesspool of a city? If you're in Texas, stay in Texas. And though, to be clear, I mean this respectfully. I don't mean this like stay out of my place. I mean this as you live in a nice part of the U.S. For your own mental health and well-being, stay in the nice part of the U.S. Don't come to this part of the U.S. You're not. It's not like for your. I'm saying that for your benefit. Bud and I did completely even. I read that one already. The wood is held together by duct tape and bubble gum. This is a well-established hot take. You are a very detail-oriented guy. You are likely going to be frustrated with any contractor. If you want to get it done quickly and not totally perfect, what would be to rip everything up? Is creaking the only real problem? Well, the problem is having to fix it. Can you catch a defamation lawsuit from this general contractor for the slander and libel? If not, how is verbalizing this protected? Well, it's slander and libel if what I'm saying is untrue, and I'm claiming something as a fact when it's not. I'm showing you recordings of what he did. He said that he has a contract, this is plywood, he put OSB. He said I'm producing a proper subfloor, and he produced a bad subfloor. I haven't said...
And his statement that the guy is a scumbag, he also wrote, in my opinion.
He's a scumbag in my opinion based on what he did, but my opinion is my opinion.
It's a free country.
And if I pay $30,000 for a job out of 50 and you do what I believe to be a terrible job, I'm allowed to say that I believe you did a terrible job. And frankly, many others have said he did a terrible job. If he didn't do so many terrible jobs, he wouldn't be doing the things that he's doing. Mm-hmm. Self-leveling concrete is not heavy. It's a light film, lighter than light wood floor. Wow.
Yeah,
I've been through the self-leveling concrete thing a million times.
Yeah. The Streamlabs link.
Any tips when it comes to depression? I have 2 or 3 videos on that I would suggest looking at. Do you see any issues in using those magnetic breakaway adapters with 100-watt Apple USB-C chargers? I don't like stuff like that because I haven't found any that are actually as good as the original. I hope you can all laugh about this when the new store is going great. Me too.
Someone asked, Lewis, will you be buying a house in the future? I'll tell you this, if he does buy a house, it will not be in New York using contractors.
Not at my rate of money burn. That's $30K less I have to put towards a house in the future. Just watch a few YouTube videos and do it yourself. Yep, that goes great for everybody who thinks that about board repair. Why practice? Okay, now it's just looping.
Look at that. Someone said that they Googled their contractor after they got ripped off, and the guy had 20 mugshots.
Okay. How long can they talk about this? Until the questions end. I can talk about this until I get hungry again and I go to eat more of that amazing food Erica made tonight. What? Batman Commissioner Gordon voice, because he's not the contractor Gotham deserves or needs, so we'll fire him. Because he's a jackass, a schmuck, roll Dark Knight as credits. Is it definite you can't salvage that? Honestly, I've gone over that so many times. I'm unfortunately unable to answer it again.
He's been advised by a contractor it'll be cheaper to rip it off than
Describe
repair
the perfect bagel. Too much carbohydrates. There's no such thing as a perfect bagel.
Toasted, cream cheese, chive and onion cream cheese.
Have you had any Karens during your time fixing boards? Yes. I had somebody that used to say that it took 3 to 6 hours to do a GPU replacement, and then when I learned how to use the BGA machine and I was able to do it in less than about an hour and 17 minutes on the first try and it worked, I realized that no.
If you want to know the exact figure
when you do your next board repair live stream, I really like them. Great content, keep up all the work,
so
and good luck with the new store. Thanks, says Max.
With the contractor.
I don't know. I have to go through my stages of grief. I don't mean that in a dramatic way. I mean, it genuinely is a process, and you have to go through that process. I have 2 or 3 board repair videos to edit. I just have no incentive at the moment to do it, and it'll come back. It will, but it's just I'm going through my stages of grief, not just for my money, but also the idea that I was going to be building a new store from scratch and do it well. Can you recommend some acoustic sound panels? There's too many to choose from. I don't want to get scammed. I like ATS acoustics. That's the ones that are behind me. Okay, actually you can't see them. They're to the left, but they make pretty good stuff for the price. I like ATS. Would be nice if they give me a better influencer discount since I wanted to buy over $7,000 worth. Ahem, but good luck with that. Thank you. I think I read that one, but I will check that book out. Thank you for your content. Your older videos got me through grad school when it was in a tough spot. I hope this will be a memory and you can laugh and reminisce when your new location strives. Thank you very much,
Elena. So the contractor
I really appreciate
doesn't have
that.
a Yelp page that I could find, or Google's review page.
Let me know any information about what you went through in grad school. I'm always interested because what it does is it helps me figure out how to make better content that helps people through those situations in the future. So do give me an email at lewis@rossmangroup.com if you can, Elena. And I'm sorry it took me 15 minutes to read your comment.
Do you see Anthony Goodley anywhere? His comment? His
was it Streamlabs?
Super chat?
Oh, it's super chat, so that's
I
gonna be.
think. I'm not too sure. One of them.
It's not in there, so it's gonna be in here. Here we go. You can't sue breach of contract, theft of services for starters, theft of building materials. I'm sure there's more that he could be that's illegal. Listen, I reached out to an attorney, and they said they think it's nothing. There's another attorney who's a customer at the store who I really went above and beyond for, so I'm hoping they'll go above and beyond for me. I have a call with them tomorrow. We'll see. If 2 attorneys tell me it's useless, then at that point it's like, meh. Okay, that I answered millions of times in this video, and I think that Streamlabs is glitching and posting over and over. Patrick says, does Lewis eat ass? Does Lewis eat ass? Only when
Asparagus?
only
Yeah,
when
he had
Erica
asparagus
makes that
risotto.
lentil dish for me. That's kind of like eating ass. But I haven't done anything bad enough to deserve it.
What? What?
I love you, Cookie.
Aw.
Please never make the lentil dish again.
Depends if I'm mad at you.
What computer chair do you recommend? I answered that one. Yeah, Streamlabs is fucked. I'm just going to read this manually. Do you seriously think about IKEA video for affordable lights and other fittings?
If it
They
didn't
have
bounce back,
something
Lewis got it. We
for
just can't check
everyone, but
emails
the
right now
names
because
might be
we're
possible to
doing a
pronounce.
live stream.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who think I have a staff behind me. At 8 o'clock, they go home. Let's see, how many emails do I have? I actually made it Hannah's responsibility to start reading my email. 370 unread emails. Well then. Well then.
Wow.
370 unread emails. I mean, 384. Yeah, 384, not in counting spam. So that's going to be a while. That's going to be a while. I really enjoy watching you rip Apple apart at times and enjoy a tea on me. Thank you, John Wagner. Play Store credit. Say this. Flar Morgan. I can't say that. Try installing access floor paneling like they use in data centers down the road. It will level the floor and have other positives. That requires probably contractor.
I have a paw right
Rip up
here.
the floor, clean the concrete, use self-leveling epoxy. Epoxy makes a professional shiny floor and weighs almost nothing. Look it up. Wait, couldn't you just get a quote? You don't have to pay for the work. Then Sue, you can get a quote. You can get a quote
Pet
to
the
hit the
cat?
courts, right? No, that's not the way it was explained to me. I was very clear in understanding him and saying, so this is what you're saying, and he said yes. That's why we speak to other attorneys. But again, like the time I spend on attorneys is time I don't spend building my business and fixing all this shit so that I can get back to work. And my business is something that's proven to make money, whereas this... What do you have all this cook in your eye, Clint? Let me clean. Whereas this is not something that's proven to get money. Lewis, wishing you and your business the best of luck. Hopefully this setback will only be a lesson learned and a benefit to you and possibly viewers who may have considered doing business with that SOP.
It is.
Yep. Just as,
Definitely.
hopefully.
Definitely a lesson.
Is your part... Let's see. Did you seriously think about an IKEA video for affordable lights and other fittings? They have something for everyone, but the names might be impossible to pronounce. Nope. Never thought about it.
Yeah,
Have
we
a
should
nice
look at it.
evening. There are much worse people out there. My ex-boss bankrupted the company I worked in on purpose, pocketed all the money and ran
Purposely
away.
pocketed all the money.
Cheer up. Greetings from Germany. Yep. Lots of scumbags out there.
Yeah.
Start a separate YouTube channel for BlackBerry and see if you can get her to 1 million subscribers before Eli. Come on, that's not even a challenge. Also, good luck getting the store open. From my cat, also named Oreo. Also me too, I guess. Thank you, Branite. Thank you, Beecher. Does Lewis eat ass? Why do I keep repeating that? I hope this gets back to the Apple memes faster. Good luck in your endeavors. Thank you, Ryan1. We will get there. More Apple repairs soon. Everything Apple will ditch Intel for AMD CPUs. Nah, they seem to be going full speed ahead with ARM shit.
Clinton is over here. Blackberry's over here.
Where do you stand now? Is floor wall coming out? Yes.
Yeah, email again, MClab.
Can you acoustic noob to repair thanks to you? How do I move the flux I bought from your store after soldering? Ultrasonic cleaner, or if you're cheap, while it's still hot, 99% alcohol. Thank you very much to XPYR. I actually read that as XKCD. Thank you for the 10 Canadian.
Carlos said that we have too many cats.
Your older videos get me through.
We don't have enough cats.
You
Lewis
can
at
make a dam
rossmanngroup.com.
to make the level floor and Paul's self-leveling concrete meme.
Do you see Lynn Snyder's?
Where's that? How do I spell Lin or
Lyn.
That keeps showing up. This is so glitchy. Lynn?
Lyn. Just
Lyn.
yeah, there we go.
All the work has bad feelings attached to it. Yes, I remember. It does have bad feelings attached to it. Good to start fresh. I agreed with you. I remember agreeing with you. Thank you for the $5, Miss Lynn. I think I may have been talking and reading that at the same time that Erica was talking and reading it. I can't drink, must read more.
No,
must read more missed comments. Must read more. How do you feel about fans visiting your store? Usually, I'm not a social person, so I'm not really up for it. But at the moment, I'm probably just going to be... Like, there was somebody that showed up today at the 141 location right as I was firing the contract. He was like, hey, I'd love to meet you. Can I take a picture? It's like, dude, I'm this close to doing... I'm not putting it on camera. I was not in the mood for it.
I'm this close to firing the guy and getting into a heated argument.
Yes. This is just not the fucking time. He's like, no, I want a selfie. It's like, not the fucking time.
Have I ever taken a selfie with you? I don't think so.
I just quit Apple tech support for reasons similar to what you bring up in your videos. Please continue to rip on Apple. They deserve it. Thank you, Matthew Mendila. And I'd be curious why you quit. Send me an email, lewis@rossmangroup.com. I'd love to hear it. TechFix IT sent the business on having trouble promoting my business. I think I already answered that. I can't find you when I Google you in North Carolina. I can only find somebody in Ireland. So step up your game, and you need to promote your business.
Yeah.
Wishing you the best of it. I read that. Why? What if you just level the parts of the floor where you expect people to see it? Oh, this is a Razor laptop. Can anyone give an estimate of the cost of materials the contractor put into place? If that even as 10 grand on lumber and materials, better luck next time, Lewis. Been enjoying seeing the scumbags in New York at work. Yep.
What will you do next? Move forward. Trudge on.
Get that anti-advertiser-friendly kitty some treats. A greenie? Get him a greenie.
What?
A greenie.
I get him one after stream.
Get him a greenie.
What?
Show him a greenie, Eric. Get him a greenie. I don't know what the greenies are. I get them.
Oh, you don't know where the greenies are.
Love your videos and hope this will help with the construction destruction. Thank you, Sam. I am. A greenie? A greenie?
Later.
Get him a greenie.
Later.
Get him a greenie. Get him a greenie. Get him a greenie.
Get him a
Chat,
greenie.
should we get Clinton a greenie?
Oh, what is that sympathy meow? You added the sympathy meow.
Should we get Mr. Clinton a greenie? Should Erica get Mr. Clinton a greenie because I don't know where it is? Please get him a greenie. When your contractor said your perspective is all wrong, all I can imagine is when Apple said you're holding the phone wrong. Dude, I don't like gaslighters. They're the worst. I've worked with a lot of shitty contractors and they don't try to pull this garbage.
Oh yeah, I saw the
3/8 or
property,
7/16 OSB, hilarious, barely passable for a small shed.
Lynn,
yeah, that's a joke.
Scroll up. Lynn, right over here.
I also sent $5 super chat that says, hire the Property Brothers to design and build your store. I'm so far behind. I'm further behind them in reading the shit than my damn contractor is.
Oh, whatever.
I'm sorry, Lynn. I suck. Who are the Property Brothers? I gotta find the Property Brothers. I had no idea that. Oh yeah, I read that one. Property 2011 reality TV show, 2 seasons. Twin brothers Jonathan and Drew Scott aim to help couples find fixer-uppers and transform them into dream homes.
Isn't that the guy on the ADP commercial?
The brothers use state-of-the-art imagery programs to unveil their plans for how the properties will look after the transformations, but the potential home buyers have to take a risk to make the twins' vision come true, and it's up to Jonathan and Drew to convince the couples that purchasing an older home in need of work is the best option. Interesting. This guy looks like Siler from Heroes. Look at this guy.
Did you know, not Oreo, Clinton has a bald spot?
Just the princess and the pea and go. That's
Trey, look.
What?
Look, Clinton has a bald spot.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
What's that?
You're prying his hair apart.
Look. He has a
You're prying his hair apart for that. No, look at this dude. Siler Heroes.
No, he's a prominent
Wow,
bald
can you
spot.
really not find this? Is that not his name? Skyzer? What was his name?
Just princess and keep adding the floor till it's somewhere you can touch the ceiling.
Oh my! Did this show get erased from the internet?
What?
Heroes TV series. There was a TV show called Heroes. I own an electronics repair business in... Oh yeah, I ran to that one. Okay, Heroes TV series. What was this guy's name? I don't know when I see it. Zachary Quinto. There we go. Zachary Quinto. Siler, I spelled it wrong.
Here.
Love your integrity. Keep it up. Thank you. All right,
Don't
so
give
this
them
guy.
Too many. I don't want them to have stomach problems.
Yeah, the Property Brothers. Okay, see this guy from the Property Brothers, Erica?
Yeah.
Does he look like this dude?
Oh, I
Now
don't
that
know.
I think about it, he almost kind of looks like Trump's kids. Anyway. Look at your integrity. Keep it up. We'll work out. Did you hear?
I know. Now you woke everybody
What a
up.
contractor. In your opinion and my opinion, of course. Does anybody want to see Mr. Clinton get a greenie? A greenie? A greenie? A greenie?
This is why I don't like giving them greenies at night, because they wake up.
A greenie. Come get your greenie, boy. It's right here. Will he jump? He's so much better than Oreo at this.
What? Oreo soda's cat bed.
Oh, crap, Erica. That
What?
junk is coming out of his eye again. His eye has that stuff coming out of it that looks like sludge. I gotta take him to the vet. What? Answered that one. Yeah, Streamlabs is just looping itself tonight. Let's finish these up and then get out of here so I can eat and and go to sleep. Summarize your needs. Tell viewers. Sorry it turned out so bad. All the best. I read that one. Read that one.
The Streamlabs takes the least.
Get Black. Okay, we're gonna give Clinton one, and then Blackberry will get one while you're eating that.
How come Clinton gets 3 and Blackberry gets 1?
Because Blackberry tried to kill me. Whoa!
Yeah, see?
He just jumped at Blackberry.
You gotta give it right in front of her.
Oh my god! Come on, Blackberry, fight for your right to eat a greenie.
Why are you giving Clinton 5? Like, I'm much better at this stuff. Like, you don't
You care
even-
too much about
you
things
don't-
being equitable.
Yeah.
Here it's
I
just the
don't
jungle.
I don't do like 7 versus 1. Yo, stop it. You're gonna make him throw up.
No,
Seriously.
he's not. He's fine.
No.
He likes his greenies.
You don't. Okay, I did a live stream.
He ate
and
almost all the greenies.
He ate so many, he threw them up. It was disgusting.
What did the person who referred him have to say? Do you have my phone, Erica?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this pissed me off.
Look, Oreo finally arrived. Oreo. Oh, my poor baby.
Okay, so... Okay, I said this guy's contractor seems like a dipshit. I imagine there's always going to be hassle dealing with them, but still. Then he said, is that who's doing your work? As long as he does a good job, it could be worse. That was what he said. Then he says, I agree, it'll be all worth it and sound much better than the other estimates. Then I sent him the links. Once I figured out that the dude had filed for bankruptcy and the week it was denied, his house mysteriously went on fire, I said, Dave, what did I do to you to get this guy as a referral? He's fucked up everything. And he goes, oh shit. And then he goes, damn, I guess there are the CVS's of the world who hired the $250,000 contractor, and then there's the rest of us. Sorry for your strife, but it will work out, and hopefully you can laugh about this jerk sooner than later. Why'd you refer me a jerk? Like, why? First time donating to a YouTube live stream. Please don't give up now. Your life advice videos have really helped me out. Thank you very much. Can you make the cat say hi to me? Clinton, say Sahil. Say Sahil. Clinton, you want greenie? I has greenie. I give you greenie. Clinton. Look, it's greenie.
Someone wanted.
Whoa, did you see how fast he was?
I know,
He
I
doesn't
saw
even
that.
peck it. Greenie? Let's see who's faster. Okay, I have to let him win. Okay, this is too much fun. Okay, fine, Clinton, you can have it. Oh, you're getting slow. Come here. Come here. I'm sorry, boy. Come here. I fucked with him too much. Come here.
What?
Come here.
Oh.
Greenie? Greenie? Now he knows what it feels like to be Blackberry. He jumped on top of Blackberry when she went to get a greenie. Welcome, 10 p.m. Are you open all night? No, it's 11, actually. I got to get out of here. I'm trying to read everything so I don't miss anything, but more of them shows up as I'm reading them.
How low is your stock of pickles? It is non-existent because the pickle salt wars.
Wine and chocolate is my cure for a shitty situation. Hi from Tasmania.
I love chocolate.
Hello, Beck. You should do the work yourself or have employees do the work and have it verified by an inspector. You could save a lot of money that way, and you know you get better quality than the last contractor. I can barely hang a mirror. I shouldn't be doing this. It's like having somebody from the Genius Bar do BGA rework. Clinton, here, Greenie. I'm not the usual donator, but for dealing with that contractor and not beating the ever-loving shit out of him after everything that happened, you deserve this, especially after he walked into you. Thank you, actually, Robin. I really appreciate that.
What do you
At
remember?
the
what your
right side of the
hardest
store,
time-
just past the bathroom, there's an alcove. You considered setting up eye wash station. There may be a shower-sized room for hard drive repair. Honestly, I had a lot of ideas, and they've kind of all gone out the window. I run a hosting company called Accurate Node. You've inspired me to fix Dell servers instead of having to send them to a company to send the money. Thanks, Lewis. That's awesome, Patrick. Greetings from Iceland. Thanks for exposing the corporate scamming of the cult of Apple. I'm currently planning on taking a course Japanese, and when the next semester starts...
Do you speak any foreign languages? No.
He's speaking foreign languages. P.S. Epstein didn't kill himself. Yep. Okay, I think I've gotten everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Should I
refresh
start
this, and I'm going to refresh the YouTube one, because I've read all these. Now, we
No,
see if I
that's it.
missed any on YouTube. I want to see if it's the Streamlabs ones that are showing up
Can
late,
you
or the YouTube ones that are
move
showing
the
up
chat
late.
a little higher?
Second, the South Carolina recommendation, get yourself a quality Southern crew.
No, I only speak English.
Yeah, that's going to be... I mean, this is what happened with a local recommendation. I can only imagine hiring people from another state. Great attitude towards all this. Wish you the best going forward. Thank you.
And I'm a U.S. citizen.
Are you?
Yeah. Born and raised.
She's a spy from Tim Cook.
Oh, whatever.
Fan of mechanical keyboards. IBM Model M Alps. I don't really care.
Do you see Anthony's?
Well begun is half done. Wait.
Anthony donated via YouTube.
Oh yeah, I read it already. You can't sue breach of contract. I read that one twice, Erica.
Oh, but because he just asked. Over
Oh,
there.
did he? Oh, different Anthony. Okay, there's two Anthonys. Sorry. Been watching your videos for years. You're an inspiration to me. Love what you do. Thank you, Anthony Stivers, for the $5. Virtual high five. Okay, so it's not just being late with Streamlabs. It's being late with the YouTube ones. Because this is 13 minutes ago, and these didn't show up on screen. Damn it. So I actually have a bunch more to read through. I'm not even remotely close to done, because there's the...
You got a guy who knows about
Tech
construction?
Fix It is huge in North Carolina. Yeah, that's why I can't find them on Google. Sure.
You can find-
Forget damages, sue for breach of contract. If I sue, it's going to be for what the lawyer tells me I can. And if I can't, then if the lawyer says I have no case before even taking it, when they could get paid to take it. Look at BlackBerry.
We do
Look at
have
her.
fans that
You got a
do work
guy
in
who knows about
but
construction. You
none of
don't
them
know an
seem to
honest
be in New
construction
York.
guy. You yourself could do better work with just your guy. I don't know. I really don't. Virtual high five to Erica. Great to see you both. Get the cat a damn treat. Here it's on me, says Andrew Johnson. It's a little bit. I hope it helps with the store. Maybe just tea and coffee. Thank you, Marty Paul. And Erica, I got to read through all these. Let me speed read. Because if I don't read them all, I can't go to sleep. You got a guy who knows about construction. All right, I read that one. Greetings from Russia. Looking forward to seeing the new store go in business and the scum contractor go down. Best of luck. We'll see what happens, Pavel. You know, I've had to pay for the bad things I've done, and it just sucks that other people don't have to pay for their mistakes. Couple bucks towards the new locks. Thank you very much, Brian Shores, for the $2. Yeah, the new locks cost like 400-something bucks because I needed them changed immediately, and apparently this dude's... you can hear it in the live stream. I got fucked, but I couldn't physically leave the location knowing that someone was going to go... that had the keys to go back there. That was that type of person. The feeling of powerlessness after being screwed over when dealing with something that ain't your field of expertise sucks. Unfortunately, it's everywhere. Unfortunately, it is. Still think New York City is worth having a business in? Yes. I got fucked because I got fucked, but a lot of it is my fault that I got fucked. I chose the wrong person. There were things I could have done to ensure that I didn't choose the wrong person. I didn't. I was burned out. I was tired. I was stressed out from the financial overload of all the responsibility that I had. I was stressed out from knowing that I was paying that rent every month, and I needed to get something done quickly. And I was just stressed out for months and months of dealing with fucking scammers. I turned it off for a second, and that's what happened. And I can't blame New York. I can blame New York for a lot of stuff and for general culture, but this one, like a lot of it is on me. Just for being a good human being and trying to make the world a better place by holding people accountable. Choose from Canada. Come here if World War III happens. Oh, we're dragging you into it. Can you suggest a good Hackintosh laptop? Unfortunately, no. I don't know any. Kiss Erica for me, please, says the Renaissance. She just got up, actually, so that's not going to happen. She's leaving me. Rubber the floors, clean the concrete, use self-leveling epoxy. Epoxy makes a professional shiny floor and weighs almost nothing. Look it up. Try installing access floor paneling. I read that one. Keep up the fantastic work. You're being too hard on yourself, and as always, you're breathtaking. Also, Fuck those sacks of shit, says Gizmatist. Thank you for the $50. Thank you very much. That's way more than I've earned or deserve. Pet the kitty for me, please. I pet the kitty. Big fan, love your rants. Why do you have to be located in New York with so much overhead? Were you a studio engineer or just repaired consoles? I wanted to be a studio engineer. I was working as an intern at Avatar Studios to become a production assistant, to eventually become an assistant, to eventually become an engineer, but I changed path to be a tech because I was not very good at dealing with musicians, and I wasn't very good at dealing with musicians because I'm not a musician myself. I think the door corners and floor creaking are features.
Yeah,
Haha, tasty cereal. That is something, Erica.
I want to keep up with chat. Yeah.
I think the door corners and floor creaking are features. Thank you. That's more than It's genuinely more than I deserve.
Okay, here we go.
I've earned. If you and your girlfriend share your cat for a meal live, I'll send you $30,000 you lost.
Sure. Cat.
Weren't you talking about appetites and all that, and what's considered acceptable in certain places? Would you eat a cat for $30,000? Erica, we need a cat.
Not any of these cats, that's for sure.
Come on, Oreo. How much did you end up losing from this moron? $30,000 plus time.
There's
so the time that I lost plus the
description.
$30,000. You can see the contract in the description to see exactly how badly I got screwed. You're right. I'll stay in Baltimore. His opinion discarded. Baltimore doesn't sound like it's much better than New York, from what I hear. If you want to just get it done, not totally perfect, what could it be rip everything up? Because trying to fix it is going to take longer. Tried subs at the Font Sandwich Shop in Brooklyn. I never have, but I will give it a shot. Thanks for making the world a better place, holding people accountable. Oh crap, that comment I read was from 30 minutes ago. What the fuck, Streamlabs? Why don't you post this stuff? It took Streamlabs 30 minutes to make this public.
What?
To have it show up on stream.
Wow.
It's the YouTube comments that are taking forever, not the normal. What's your opinion on people who claim Wi-Fi causes them headaches and other health issues? What is placebo effect for $500, Alex? You can get your money from small claims court without an attorney. I did it. Yeah, but I would only get up to $5,000. If I'm wrong and there's a way to sue for more than $5,000 in commercial claims or small claims in New York City, please email me at lewis@rossmangroup.com. I'd love your advice, but I do have over 300 unread emails at the moment and counting, so please don't expect a quick response. But thank you if you have the time to. Down here for $2. Thank you. Hi from Australia. You guys do a big holiday and ice cream helps. Thank you. Lewis, you keep interrupting Erica.
Yeah, you keep interrupting me.
Erica keeps interrupting me. I have to read these. If I don't read them, I can't go to sleep. I have to read them faster. Thank you for your free informational videos. Sorry about all the BS that those contractors gave you in your business. Are there any books you recommend reading?
Drink this.
That you have read? I'm in community college, and you have helped me a lot. Sincerely, Gavin. I would suggest reading Roger Mendelsohn, I believe.
You sound dehydrated.
Roger Mendelssohn's. Yeah, but if I drink, I won't be able to read, and I won't be able to go to sleep. And goddamn.
Drink.
Oh. I forget what I was saying. Oh, yeah, the books. Roger Mendelssohn's The Top Mistakes Businesses Make, Del Dalton's Gifted Boss, and Mario Martinez, Mind, Body, Something. Thank you very much for your work. How about iMac repair? I don't know what that means. How about it? People don't spill water that way. You see, gravity goes this way. Gravity doesn't go this way. So there's much more spilling this way than that way. Bike ride videos inspired me to get an electric bike and start commuting. 4 to 5 miles, and I think I answered that one. Has anybody ever said you might have Asperger's? I was recently diagnosed as autistic, and I really enjoy listening to your videos and thought process. Autistic people tend to have higher IQs and be more focused on specifics. You know, I had a therapist a long time ago that gave me a test, and it was really lame. It was something like every question was bullshit. It was, do you feel more comfortable speaking when in a crowd or less? Well, what type of crowd? Is it a crowd of people that are interested in the same thing as me? Is it a crowd of people that I don't know? Is it a crowd of people that hate me? It was so many questions that need specifics, and they couldn't be provided. So that one of the things, we had a call from the guy. Yeah,
I saw. I was like, oh.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck Manny. But the thing is,
every single Asperger's
account, every single Asperger's question on the list of questions to try to determine if you have it is a question that requires specifics. Like, how do you feel you are in whatever social situation? What social situation? Live streaming on YouTube and talking to people here? A fan meetup? Dealing with a customer? Or asking a woman on a date? Because those are 4 different things, and some of them I feel really confident in, some of them I feel weird with, and some of them I don't want to do at all.
So, someone asked about Patreon. We do have a Patreon. It's in the description.
Reach out to my friends Albanian John Builds Good LLC. Can you write that somewhere? Wait! Sonny, you fuck! I know exactly who you're talking about. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Huh?
Fuck you, Sonny! Fuck you, Sonny!
Albanian John.
Fuck you, Sonny! John Builds Good LLC. I know exactly who you're fucking talking about. I mentioned him in his goddamn $37,000 doors earlier.
Honora, we already read your comment.
30s. Who?
Honora.
Who's that?
She said PayPal much easier rather than Patreon. Money deleted from account but not showing up here. I'm pretty sure we already read your Streamlabs donation.
I'm new. Is that be your wife? No. Do you sing? Yes. Lewis is your friendly Phantom Broadway performer. I've got a guy here in New York who's a lawyer for a corporate property law firm who might be able to give you some solid advice for some quality contractors. Sorry, eternal crap. Can you remind me to email the guy from Phantom of the Opera? I was going to go see that show. Apparently one of the people who watches is a fan. I feel terrible for the fact that this didn't show up. It really pisses me off that Streamlabs has not shown these things.
Can you look
Somebody
at the
just missed
Streamlabs
it.
thing?
I can't. I got to respond to this guy. And I have to do it fast because there's another one that's going to show up. Yeah. Thank you so much. I am sorry, Streamlabs is so slow. I am just seeing this now. Will email when done with stream. Thank you. Paul planted Crayola jumbo crayons and some Elmer's glue on the contract. Yeah, I read that one already. Okay, I'm looking. You said look at Streamlabs because I'm not even done with this one.
Look at Honora. Maybe she
How do I spell this?
Hanora.
Hanora. Nope. It's probably in the YouTube because I'm still the
YouTube
Streamlabs
then.
ones are the ones that show up. YouTube's ones are the ones that are not making its way to Streamlabs to be seen. Oh yeah, I don't see it there.
Do you see any donations?
No, just here normal. Erica, you are brilliant. Let us help, please. Erica, you are brilliant.
That's all you see. Okay.
I gotta go to sleep, but I can't because I have to read all these. Much love from Germany. Best of luck. Must read everyone. Must read everyone. With the AMA, I was the only one on Reddit that actually thought you have to respond to all of them. Okay, I'm going to read from the beginning, just in rapid-fire fashion. Let's go for it. Wynyard, Emoticon, great attitude, always wishing the best forward. Lewis, cute outfit, no.
This was 2
He
hours ago.
needs. I know, but I may have missed them. What do you think of... I read that one. I was kidding around. Software bugs are called features. Thank you for making these videos. Thank you, Tasty Cereal. I appreciate that. I'm tired.
Oh yeah, I saw that actually, Lee University. The self-leveling thing isn't heavy or later. I saw that.
I read this one. I read this one.
Sean said my aunt had an issue where she hired a contractor for renovation and extension for $120K and ended up firing them since all they did was knock out the wall, but it took them 6 months. See, that's what we're afraid of with this contractor, and it really
I love your videos. I don't understand most of the things you talk about while doing road repairs, but I find you funny, and I love your videos where you sit and talk. Also, redbird16.com. Redbird16.com. Don't contact Matt Risinger. He's not in your budget. Again, I had no plans to contact YouTube people because their inboxes are crazy, and I don't want to contribute to the spam that he's getting that's similar to the spam that I get.
Yeah, we heard about the epoxy and the polyurethane.
Maybe you should let her handle some headhunting. Maybe.
You missed
you
dude
get it done
who
the
asked
right-
you stoned him?
What? This is a test donation to Rossmann Group. All proceeds go directly to Anel, who is very attractive and single. If you're a truck and want to date Anel, please email Lewis at rossmanngroup.com.
If you want a speed dating session.
Anel has very specific requirements, though. Contractor Saga is thoroughly entertaining me and my dad who work in... I read that. Yeah, that's... Anybody in other states are probably staring and just screaming. Stop interrupting. I can't stop interrupting. I have to read all of these. And the thing is, I have to read... If I'm not reading them faster than they're coming in, then I will never get to go to sleep.
Oh, Bradley accidentally
Greetings
burned
from
his
Australia.
hand. Yeah.
Burn my hand on MacBook Pro charge report. Didn't expect that. Good luck with the office. Thank you, Bradley. I thought you were really going to punch him. It was tempting. It was tempting. Hire the Property Brothers. I'm not hiring Siler from Heroes for my store. He's gonna cut my head off. Fuck with my brain. Steal my abilities.
Can you look and
fix
see
the
if you
peaky
got
mouse.
any Streamlab donation from down here?
Down here?
Yeah, DOWN. Down here.
Nope. No
What
down?
was under the name? From Streamlabs?
Let's see. Down. No,
Down-
download Streamlabs is the only thing that shows up.
Down here, what was the name that you used to...
If he posts what he said, then... What about installing computer room flooring, all level adjustments? No, it's not in Streamlabs. What if it's over here?
Oh, YouTube Super Chat, yeah.
Fuck. Down here, donated $2. Oh, here we go. Batman Commissioner Gordon Voice. I actually read that one.
Yeah.
I remember reading that one. I remember because you laughed at it. You chuckled.
No, it's okay. It's going by really quickly, so. What's your favorite
just-
color in the alphabet? Oh, no, goodness. Oh.
What percentage of your business is walk-ins?
I don't know.
About 60% or so?
My brain is blown. I'm thinking favorite color?
Can you anyway give
In
a
the
estimate
alphabet?
of cost of materials the contractor put in place? Is that even a congruent number? Let's wish you some good vibes. How'd you meet your wife? Will the kiss from make you feel better? I know I read this one already because right as I was reading it, she got up.
What?
She hates me.
What?
Apple kisser. She doesn't want to give me a kiss.
Did you see that, you guys?
She's
I tried
just
for it.
friends. She's
I tried. I really did try.
Just friends. You can get your money from small claims court without an attorney that recently check into it. Email me at lewis@rossmangroup.com, and when I wake up tomorrow, and I will respond to all these 390 something emails I have now.
You missed frayed string on
I missed all
Streamlabs.
sorts
Can
of
you
shit.
look
I'm
at
sure I did. I want to go to
Can
sleep.
you look at frayed? F-R-A-Y-E-D.
I don't know anything about construction or border preservation. Did you consider self-leveling? I read this! Erica, that's a fucking troll. Not only did I read
That's what he said.
That's a troll. A, that post is a troll. B, I already read it and stared at the camera with that "you're a fuckface for saying it" look. And you're a fuckface for making me read it again. Did you consider self-leveling concrete? Just kidding. Erica, you got trolled.
What? I didn't get
You
trolled.
got trolled by the
No.
self-leveling concrete. You totally got trolled by
It's
self-leveling
Blackberry with
concrete.
her pheromone collar.
Do you eat ass though? Yeah. Why don't you make me read that one again, Erica?
Huh?
Why don't you make me read that one again?
I don't even know who this lethal one guy is.
Yeah, why don't you ask me if I read Patrick's donation on
Huh?
Streamlabs?
Because that one's very memorable.
Jensen has donated memes in Chinese, so I don't understand. Second, the South. Let's see. I think the door, corners, and floor creaking are features. What are you, Paul Daniels? Could have demod the floor in time spent on this live, says it's just 10. Erica, your Tereba shit just commented.
I know.
What are you doing?
I'm getting in my pillow.
What is
Look
that?
at that. That's my pillow.
Why the fuck is this in my
my
apartment?
Jill's pillow.
Why is that in my apartment?
Huh?
Can you declare the 30K as a renovation fee in your taxes? That's for my CPA to decide. Get a quote from the guy who said 150K 30th. Ha. I've always heard get the most you can. I believe be honest and fair, you'll do better in the long run. Do good and you'll receive good. I agree, Mr. Charles Luna, and I'm sorry that it took me an hour and 10 minutes to read your comment. By the way, this showed up on stream. This
What?
guy left us at 10:24 at 11th, the flooring professional. You can get your money back from small claims court without an attorney. I did it recently. Check it out. This guy left this comment at 10:24. It's 11:34, and it just showed up on stream.
I saw it earlier.
That's so fucked.
No, I saw it earlier.
With
That is Hatsune Miku over there.
greenies for the kitties.
Hold on. Okay, stop. Everyone asks about this. I have one here and I have
So shout out to Mr. C. Mosing, the Phantom of the Opera Broadway performer, for $50. Holy crap! Somebody who is in Phantom of the Opera is a fan of my stuff. That's insane. Somebody who's actually a cast member of Phantom of the Opera watches my stuff. I've seen Phantom of the Opera 3 times.
Wow.
With Julia Udine, the woman before Julia Udine, and I want to see it again with whoever replaced Julia Udine. I had such a crush on...
Who's your favorite person?
I had a big crush on Julia Udine. Udine? I don't know how to say her name.
Okay.
But I had a crush on her anyway. A stupid celebrity crush.
Okay.
I went to see it 2 or 3 times.
Do you think...
You bit off more than you can chew, just like all businesses who go bankrupt.
Is that
I'm
Eli's?
not going back. Felix
Sounds
Dizzard
like Eli's account.
Do you have an orange t-shirt? Are you logged into your other account? Wait, look. The guy who said that actually has an orange fucking avatar. Oh my god, let me show you this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. It's orange. It's fucking orange. That's Eli.
It's Eli.
Thank you very much, C. Mosing. And I'm sorry that it took Streamlabs an hour to make that shit show up on stream. Louis, you keep interrupting Erica. Look at how much stuff I have to read.
What?
41 messages a minute. How do you read 41 messages a minute? It's insanity.
Yeah, I'm in Discord.
Okay, I really wanted to make sure that I read all these before leaving.
Oh.
But it's been almost an hour and I'm still here, which means... So the thing is, as I'm reading them, more of them are
Crazy
coming
George
in, which means I will never
said-
finish it.
Yeah, that's old, I think.
Yeah, the problem here is that I'm never going to finish because as I'm reading, I need to read them all on stream, but as I'm reading, more of them show up. And if I continue this, I will never sleep. I got to bed at 5 o'clock last night. I woke up at 8. I spent the day aggravated.
George.
I got to go to sleep.
Lincoln
I'm sorry.
said for
If something got missed...
or self-leveling carpet, thank you. And Max YT said everyone donate, keep the stream alive.
No,
Thumbs
I gotta
down.
go. I gotta go.
Thumbs
Fuck
down,
that.
you.
I wanna eat. I wanna sleep. I haven't
Nah,
slept
thank
in a
you.
while. I really wanna sleep. Email hi@rossmangroup.com if I missed something that you said, and I will read it next time. hi@rossmangroup.com. He's going to school, so he's only showing up on Fridays, but on Friday we'll get around to it and read it. I'm truly sorry if I missed it. I need to fucking get some sleep. Sorry that Streamlabs is such a buggy pile of shit with YouTube today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, everybody, very much. We're going to make the best of this new place. Just because it doesn't work out the way I want it doesn't mean it's not going to work out. It doesn't mean we're stopping the Apple Repair videos. It doesn't mean we're stopping lobbying videos. It doesn't mean we're stopping our business. And above all, it doesn't mean I'm not getting Erica a ThinkPad for her birthday. Or an Apple IIc.
Why didn't you give me a MacBook?
I was looking at Adrian Black's video, and I honestly, I'm gonna contact him and have him send me that Apple IIc. You're gonna have a proper computer, girl.
What's the
Trust
Apple
me.
IIc?
Your keyboard doesn't work, but
What's
that
the
Apple
Apple IIc
IIc
though?
probably works.
Is it new?
Someone said I didn't read his. Elliot Hacker. Let's see. What did I miss? God damn it. What did I miss? Contact the essential craftsman who probably do a demo on proper methods. He loves small business guys and creators. What can it hurt? The essential craftsman. How old is that? Oh, 5 minutes. Yeah. The essential craftsman on YouTube. He'll probably do a demo on proper methods.
Where's he located?
Where is he located? Fuck. If I stay, then I can't leave.
Dude, you went from geek to reality. You're my fave. Thank you.
Where's this guy? Okay, 627,000 subscribers, which means his email inbox is going to be way more populated than I can imagine.
Try to look at his Facebook, because Facebook might say where he's at.
Thank you, Max YT.
SeaWorld of Fox said, have you considered dry floor leveling granules, eco pearls? They're super light compared to leveling concrete, very popular for old houses in Europe. I've never heard of that before.
Alright, so he has an email.
Clinton.
Where are you located? He is in Oregon.
Oregon. How come none of these people are in
New York's a
New
fucking
York?
shithole, Erica.
Except that other guy, that DeResta guy. Why is that? I think everybody's
Okay,
moving
I'm
away.
falling into the trap. Okay,
Falling
anybody
into the
tell
trap.
me, did I forget to read your thing? Speak now or forever hold your peace. By forever, I mean until Hi reads your email if you email hi@rossmangroup.com.
Oh,
Because I want to get some food and go to sleep.
one moment. Alan
read
Jones
that
said
one.
first thing he did when he arrived to New York from Queen Mary ship was to visit your shop, but it was on a
Find
Saturday.
someone to do your floor, don't give up.
I met Paul and he met Oriole. Aw.
Who did I
Thank
miss?
you for swinging by.
Did I miss?
Someone met Oriole
Yeah,
besides
yeah.
Kopaz.
Good night.